Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Afternoon, Miss Go. How are you? I woke up this morning sick.
Oh my God. You sound terrible.
Oh, girl, I've been at this shit all day. I haven't
Girl,
been doing nothing.
you sound terrible,
Hey,
honey.
Broken. Hey, guys. I was asked to start a live so that they can get the correct information out there. So I coming on here so that we can. I just got the Vine link notification, Chas, and I called Steph, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Here's the video on YT. I don't know. This is from Courtney earlier. And
I know you're sick, Dora. I'm so sorry.
No, honey, you're good. You're good. You're fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm chilling right now. I was like, I took some medicine a little earlier.
Ma'am,
Have you gone to the doctor yet?
Oh, girl, no. I don't go
heard
to
that
those.
cough. I heard that cough because I know where. I forget your wife's name. I know she goes by Mama something. Correct?
Hmm.
Okay. Where's she at? Because she gotta get the tea. She gotta get the tea and the honey and all the things.
Yeah, I took some. I've been taking Mucinex and Dayquil and NyQuil.
I
Oh,
feel
girl. That music because we definitely more orphans. I do that.
yeah, you're breaking
The
up
thing
so
is, makes
bad.
me feel like I'm cloud nine. Like, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Next, yeah,
I'll get into a
Mucinex
good
is really good.
area. See you soon.
Which I just started it. I think it's the weather change here because it was like 60 one day and 19 the next.
yes.
I swear, I really think that the you getting run down and all, didn't contribute, and that's why
All
I'm
right,
like,
everyone, please, please, please reshare, repost this. We want to get this out. We want to make sure we're going to wait for a few people to enter, at least one other individual to enter this chat. Please like and share, and that we need to get this information out.
okay.
Yeah. Wex. Oh shit. F4 Alley wanted to get some news out there because there's some things that she wants to talk about, and that's why I'm on it.
Right?
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. I promise.
I'm gonna mute Dora real quick. I gotta run and grab my son, but then I'll be back. And if you guys want me to play the
Yes.
court hearing on the big TV, I will when I get back.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Gigi. Absolutely, Amber. I'll definitely be on the lookout. I don't want pneumonia. That's for sure.
Oh, honey, yeah, I said, honey, I feel so bad that she's this sick. God.
And I just woke up like that. Like, I just woke up out of nowhere. Which it started yesterday. I knew it was getting congested, but when I woke up, I was like, oh, man. Today, I was like, no, I do not. Cleaning is canceled. Not like
Everything is canceled, girl. You can't do nothing. You need to kick your feet up and find a good show.
for sure. Well, currently the show is I do have some magnesium and I have zinc and vitamin D or vitamin C. If you hear me snotting, guys, I apologize because it has been a mess. But we're gonna be good. We're gonna be up on the fence. Currently, you're probably gonna hear Forensic Files playing in the background. Where did she go?
Watching? Her service is cutting out. because she's driving. I just watched. It's a good show. It's on Peacock. Um, it's called All Her Fault.
Hey, honey, how are you? Hey, Kaylin, I haven't seen that yet. Oh man, I feel rough for you guys that are sick. This shit's annoying.
I'm over here messaging everyone like, "Come to the doors live." It was
Where's
worth it.
Allie? I know I'm waiting on Allie and Sparkles.
You mean shimmering?
Yeah, Shimmering. Sorry, I can't even think.
She said, "Fuck that." I'm renaming people.
Hey, Kayla.
Her connection was bad. I'm trying to message her. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
I just got I had to go and get some Kleenexes and stuff. So when I got back, I literally just saw the Vine link notification that Kimmy was bonded out. And I'm like, oh, hell no. What is going on?
I think people got a little bit mad at me because I hopped up in a box and was like, they were like, they wanted, people wanted an apology and all this. And I was like, listen, she was bonded out. The charges were not dropped. This does not mean she's innocent. So let's just, pump our brakes. Like, let's see how things play out.
How in the hell did they get out, though?
I mean, I'm going to sit here silent.
Hi, KJ. I'm good. How are you, honey?
And hey, Alexis, remember they were saying in the chat and said that her Kimmy's was reduced to 5%. It was not. It was still a 10%.
What was the bond lowered to?
Here,
So how did we go from $750,000 and $1 million bond to that?
His was lowered to 100,000, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
So he would have had to pay what?
10,000.
10,000.
How the fuck did.
I thought these people didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and they got 10K.
Or I could be wrong. His could have been lowered to 10,000, and then he would have only had to pay the 1,000. Is that right?
Guys, there's not much of a recap. Somehow they bonded out. Their bonds were lowered. We don't know why.
Somebody says his was. He only had to pay 1,000.
Okay, yeah. Then his got lowered to 10,000.
no,
Hers got lowered to 5,000.
no. I'm on the bill. I'm on the bonding site, the bail bonding site, because I can pull that up. I'm a bondsman. His got lowered to 5,000. He had to pay 10% of 5,000, which would have been $537.50 to bond out. 500 on the bond, 37.50 for the bondsman fee.
Right.
Kimmy's was also lowered to 5,000, which
Oh,
she
okay.
had to pay 10% also. 10% also on her bond would have been 500 plus 37.50 on the bonding fee. Here, I can show you. Well,
guys, listen. I know that. See, that again, Trust is saying this, guys. That's not true. The charges were not dropped. They bonded out. All they got was a lower bond. We don't know why. We don't know why it got lowered so low. But if
Right.
she's not in it, her charges are not dropped.
no, she still has the prelim hearing on November or December the 9th. Her charges were not dropped. If they were dropped, she wouldn't have had a bond to begin with.
Well, people are saying that Trust is back on live right now, and he's saying that it was dropped again. I guess when we left, I don't know.
I thought I cleared that up with him, but evidently I didn't.
I, I, I guess when we left,
Thank you so much, Leah. I appreciate you, love.
This is when he gets too much information at one time.
well,
Thank
we
you.
talked to
Thank you.
him.
Thank
We talked
you.
to him and explained how it worked, and we explained for her not to come on the internet, and he got off because people were saying in the chat she was on TikTok.
Oh, my Lord.
So
New
it seems like
Orleans lady, you're right. Their bonds were dropped. I mean, their bonds weren't dropped. Their bonds were remandated down to 5,000 apiece. And it's 10% bonding fee. You have to pay 10% bonding fee. That's mandatory.
Girl, I've been trying to tell people about how bonds work for 3 days and nobody don't believe me.
Because people just want to, I don't know, they want to believe what they want to believe. They don't want to run off of facts, which is
I'm
crazy.
like, I've bonded people out. I know how it works.
I've been in the business.
Right, you
Right.
know?
I've been in the business 19 years. What do you think I'm in West
KJ,
Tennessee doing right now?
Right.
what what was that,
I don't know,
KJ?
but that was
Thank you
so
so much,
pretty.
love.
Like,
Um, Braylon, someone said that they both were ordered to wear ankle bracelets. Does it say that?
That was gorgeous.
it does. Um,
Here she comes.
Hey, ladies, I'm so sorry. My boss called. I had to take care of that. I'm on the road, so I just wanted to let you know I'm sorry.
Oh,
We
you're
thought
fine, honey.
we didn't know if you thought that you were still in the box talking and you felt
I thought I was, and I was
See?
talking because it showed me I was in the box, and then all of a sudden I was out of the box. And I'm like, okay, well, they probably heard nothing.
Wait, the other Allie said they were just over in Trust Lights talking about getting her a new phone. Listen, I don't know. Then people don't want to listen. Let her go on TikTok. Let her go get a new phone. Let her act a fool. And you know what? If she gets attacked, then it ain't on nobody.
Listen, I'm not in the business to belittle or there's no business, to be honest. I'm just here for the truth in
Thank
Weston County,
you.
and I'm just going to tell you that I was brought into this after the fact. I was sleeping. I slept 10 and a half hours. I needed the sleep. We all have been working this case. We need the sleep. Dora, you need that rest. You need to cocoon your ass under the blanket.
I
Wrap
don't know
up
where
like a
Dora lives, but I swear to
burrito.
God, I don't know where she lives, but like,
So I just texted Shimmering and asked her to, because she's coming.
okay.
You know,
Alexis, it is not showing if they had to have an ankle monitor on. It's not showing that on my side.
no, and they dramatically lowered the bond to make it, to where they have a chance to be bonded out, and they did get bonded out. And I think a lot of that has
Right.
to do with the fact of the matter is we have the two culprits. Do I ultimately believe that there could be more charges for other people? There could be.
Yes.
There definitely could be, and I feel there should be, but that has nothing to do with the price of tea in China at the moment. We're gonna have to just wait and see what the evidence comes up.
But
What we know.
also,
But
like you said, we're not the type of people. We're not going to belittle anybody, and we're not going to attack
no,
anybody. But that's not everybody on this app.
and I'm gonna say this. While I was sleeping this morning, I've
Me
gotten
too,
really
girl.
close with a lot of you, and I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate the friendship and the family bond that we've created, and I appreciate all of that. With that being said, Shimmering contacted, Jax today and to talk to her and just make sure that there was no issue between Jax and myself. And I was kind of confused when I woke up this morning and got the message from Jax or why she was sending me what she was sending me, and I could share that. Um, but when Shimmering called me and was like, "Hey, that was me," because she was worried about me. She thought that maybe there was beef, and I'm not sure why she thought that. I know she's going to come on here, and we can get to that. And I know she meant well, ultimately. But I've been sleeping for 10 and a half hours from midnight until 10:35 in the morning.
Right.
So I don't know what I missed between that time, but there's no way in AT double hockey sticks that she would have said anything for no reason, right? So she must have heard something or seen something to say something. So, and we'll get to the bottom of that in just a few, but we have a little bit more bigger fish to fry at the moment. Um, you know, as far as, when she did reach out to Shimmering, reached out to Jack, I hope she can get on here real soon. She reached out to Jax, to talk about me, because of either she seen something or she heard something. And I'll let her explain that because I think it's important to hear from her mouth. And I haven't heard it. I mean, she tried to explain it to me, but there was more going on than what I realized at the moment. Okay. So she called me,
Thank
not
you.
too long ago, an hour ago, Shimmering did, and was, upset and panicking a little bit because I already knew at the moment when I talked to her about what was going on with, her contacting Jax and all this stuff that she shared the information about, donating to B, and I'm going to say it, it's known as Bentley. I'm not going to say last name. And the reason why I'm going to say it is because there's a reason behind it. Um, and I'm not in this to expose anybody or a child, just so you know. But Bentley has nothing. He has what he left that house with, and from what has been expressed, Bentley didn't have much to begin with at all.
Thank you,
And
Kate.
he is a great little boy, and he has been psychologically
Mm,
tormented by this monster, and the monster that she married. I mean, yeah, he squealed. We all know that. We're going to find that out on Tuesday when they have their preliminary exam. I guarantee you that. That's why he has lesser charges than her. But they're both monsters. And, no wonder why Courtney was messaging me and calling me and saying, please stop this protest. You're upsetting my son. He's got mental issues. He's freaking out. He's having rage attacks. Lord knows what this child has been through. He's the only one
Delusion.
that really knows.
I
That
mean, could you imagine living in a freaking house with Courtney every
no, I
day?
can't. I mean, I
No, it's
can't
probably like
imagine.
living in a house of horrors.
I can't imagine. And I'm not saying what Jax did is bad, but listen, there's a proper way to do this. And what the parks have done with Cedar Creek restaurant is amazing, and we can do the same. And we don't necessarily have to make, we could set up a PO box that's nothing. I'd be happy to just sign over my PO box that I don't even use anymore. That's paid for another 6 months if need be. I mean, let's do this properly. It doesn't have to be, spur of the moment right now. I mean, yes, he needs stuff, but Christina has already been to their doorstep, talked to them, and they have taken themselves off of social media, but that does not mean they're not seeing what's going on right now, and they are. And I'm so I feel blessed that all of you, and I mean most of you, have been jumped right on the bandwagon and wanting to give. Please don't stop. But what I'm asking you is to take a little bit of a back step, and let's do this properly. Let's it doesn't have to be right now. Like,
Thank you, Leah.
you don't have to do
So
it.
I'm not sure I even know what's going on.
So Shimmering got a hold of Jax this morning, either because she's seen something or heard something, and we're gonna let her discuss that, because I haven't even got to the bottom of that portion yet. So I want to hear from her. I want her to speak on that. But there was so much going on by the time I woke up, and I had to pack. So, however, later on in the afternoon, I received a call back from Shimmering, and I'm not going to say her real name, but she was kind of panicking because she spent quite some time on the doorstep of the family that where Bentley is located, and she she had to explain herself to this family, like who
Thank
she
you so
was, where what she was doing. Her and her son brought a bunch of belongings that were at the house for Bentley, and also went out and bought stuff from Walmart and Myers or wherever she went and bought stuff from. You
right.
know, once the family that has Bentley realized who she was and who she's been surrounding herself with, it opened up. My name, Dora, your name got involved, and others that are in our group were involved, brought up, and
Wait, how
it
did I get brought up in that?
well, just because it's not in a bad way. It just as a group, like as a group effort, like they were supporting, the family is supporting us. And I'm going to say us because they are, but they do not want certain individuals, if not anybody, at their house dropping off anything or taking pictures of Bentley. And they're, where is it Brindley?
Yes, I do want Jax here because I don't even know what's
Yes,
going on.
We do understand that Jax was saying she was not going to be taking pictures of the actual family, but of the donations actually being, arriving there, right?
So she said she wasn't going to live stream, but Brindley has gone over the recording, and I heard it firsthand that she was going there. She wasn't live streaming, but she was going to take pictures of Bentley with the stuff to confirm.
that's exactly what was said.
That's
But
exactly
that
what
wasn't, that wasn't her intention. Her intention was to show that it was actually arrived
okay,
there.
but when you say those things about a minor child and you don't have that approved, that's a little bit
Saying and doing are two different things.
okay. But don't say before you've got confirmation.
These people have zero reason to trust any of us, right? So it's all
Right.
hearsay.
You guys do realize though that you're talking about Jax. Jax is not going to do
But
anything to put
we
a minor
we know
in
that.
any kind of way.
We would literally probably cut our finger off for Jax. But
I'm not.
they don't
I
know
just don't
that.
like. Let me put it out there right now. I do not like the fact that Jax is being drugged through this for saying something that she did not mean.
I'm not dragging her through the mud. I'm just saying that it was ran with because she specifically, this is under messages, she specifically asked for the information of what he needed, and Simmering supplied that to Jack. Now, the family did want that to go out. They approved of that. The problem is who?
Shimmering is here in the box, so I think
Yeah, that's what
My
I'm
phone
trying to make
freaked out.
sense
I
of.
jumped on Heather's. I don't know if anyone could even hear what I said on Heather's because my phone was glitching and freaking and everything else. But yes, I am here now.
Shimmering,
In
I
better
was in that
service.
live
So,
and I could hear most of it until right before you dropped. The last
what was the
thing that
last thing you heard? Okay, go ahead.
the
Sorry.
last thing that we heard in Heather's live when you were in the box was that you did not discuss his mom or the case or anything. Just you were
Can
able
you
to
let her
confirm that he's
speak?
well taken care of, and that yeah, I'm gonna let her speak. But she asked me what the last thing I heard was, so I'm answering her question, and
Thank you.
that he loved his sisters.
Okay. Okay. So after that, okay. So after that, we talked about, do you guys want me to finish or
I
no?
want you to start from the beginning so that the people that don't know or are waiting can hear what happened.
And Shimmering, can I just say this for you, for your heart? You did nothing wrong. So when you tell your story, the way you told it the very first time, tell that again. You did nothing wrong. People take and run with anything. Well, I'm just going to tell everyone how my day went because I don't know anything that happened online. I don't know. I haven't read all the messages. I got the gist of what the messages say. I didn't want to address anything directly, which is why I did not read all the messages. I just wanted to tell. Go ahead.
What's happened on TikTok today? I haven't really been on, so I know nothing about what's happening right now.
All right. So I'm just gonna tell what I was trying to say on Heather's. When I was waiting on you, Dora, when I had messaged you that I needed your help on there. So this morning So last night, it actually started last night, everybody got the news, everybody got, everyone was upset, everyone's crying. We all know, we all went through it. My son's school has been obviously following the case as well. Well, not following the case, but they're aware of it, everybody's aware of it around here. So long story short, my son got some stuff around last night. And this morning he asked me if I could take it to, between last night and this morning, he got stuff around and he asked me if I could take it to Bentley. I'm sorry, the other child involved in this situation. And I did. So this morning, a few days ago, in all of this, there was quite a few names thrown to me from friends and family and whatnot, because I am local. And so So I knew a little bit more information about family members and such than the average person did. And I have some friends and friends of friends. Anyways, I acquired a phone number, a address, and a name. And so this morning when I set out, I messaged 3 people. I messaged Dora, I messaged Allie, and I messaged Jackass so that they knew, what my goal was, and so that I could keep those 3 updated because they are huge on, well, not huge on some are more popular than others, but they're very big people that a lot of people follow to get updates on this case.
Right.
I didn't know if I was going to make contact. I didn't care I cared, of course, but my goal was to get this box of items, Legos, toys, cards, just different stuff, some Pokemon, just these items that my son gave to him. So I set out, and my goal was to find somewhere to drop this box off that I felt could get to the other child, the son involved.
Right.
And
I'm a talk.
so I pulled in this driveway. I was scared. I walked up to the door. I talked to her, and I was on the porch. I explained to her who I was, why I was there, why I was invested. My cousin dated Becca, but I didn't know her. I didn't know Courtney. I didn't know any of them. I'd never even seen the minor child's face. I let her know that the world cares and loves about this child and is worried and, hopes that he's in a good place and that we all just really want to make sure he's okay and has everything he needs and wants. And so I spent a few minutes on the porch talking to her, and she was standing in the door cracked, and I was standing on the other side of the screen door. And right as I was about to leave, we just talked a couple more minutes, and she opened up the door, and I walked in, and the house was really nice. It was warm, it was cozy, it smelled good. It was clean, like there was dishes in the sink, but I mean, whatever people eat, like it wasn't dirty. It was a nice house, and there was some young adults sitting in the living room. And I stood there, and I didn't know any of them. I didn't know any of the faces. And then I found this child come up to me, and it was him, and he hugged me, and I just held him. I held him, and I told him how much we all love him, and we all care about him, and how we just want to make sure he's okay, and that he's not alone in this, and that I'm so happy that he's in the home, because it was so welcoming. And these kids, I mean, they're sitting in their pajamas, and they're just like, they were just so comfortable and at ease, and it was amazing. And then we sat there and we talked for about 4 hours, and we talked about school. We talked about glaciers, because that's what he's learning about right now.
I'll be right back, honey.
Okay. And we talked about different things he likes. Mushroom hunting. We talked about that he plays Xbox, and so does my son, and they're going to exchange gamer tags so that they can play Fortnite together. And we talked about geodes and the Lake Superior lobe coming down into Michigan and leaving glacial till and erratics, and that it is possible to find geodes and agates and stuff in lower Michigan. And we talked about possibly rock hunting in the summertime. We talked about Petoskey stones. The lady and the other young adult that was there brought out a box of stones that they had collected from around the area. We talked about all of those. We talked about my son, and we talked about how kids got to quit growing because they get too big too fast. We talked about, going out on the pontoon boat because the family owns a pontoon boat. In the summertime, we talked about that he likes to fish. We talked about his snake, how he loves his snake and he loves learning about reptiles and amphibians. And I asked him if he needed anything for his snake because there's a pet shop not too far from my home that I go to often, and they do have mice and stuff, and I offered to get some for him when he needs some. And he said that he would like a bigger aquarium, one with a like a netted screen top. And I told him that I have some bigger fish tanks, bigger than a 20-gallon, which is what he's got right now. I think it was a 20 or a 30 is what it looked like. But I have some 40s and 50s, and I told him that if I could dig them out of storage, I'd bring them over. One, we would just have to get a lid. We talked about what the snake eats. We talked about, I mean, just fun facts and
Right.
I mean, just, and then and then they got a phone call, and it was a family phone call, and they offered to let me stay, and I said no, that was none of my business. I don't want to intrude. I'm here because we just wanted to share our love, and that was why I was there. And I left, and after I left, I did get in contact with Jax. I tried calling Allie. Allie was busy in a meeting. She texted me back, and so then I called Jax, got on with Jax, and I let Jax know everything that had happened. And her and I talked about what the family and I talked about what he needs, and I had wrote it down, and I sent her a screenshot, or I sent her a picture of the note, my notes. And so then I said, we could do probably pickups because I didn't have a location yet for drop-offs or anything else. So I was thinking, like, I told her that maybe we could do like a Myers by Manistee is close to me. And then we discussed Walmart and Myers, and Cadillac is close. But then one of the adults does not have a way to go and pick that stuff up, but the other adult does, but works over 40 hours a week. So it'd be hard. So I offered to do the running, and I had let Jax know, and Jax said, because they had asked me to leave my phone in my truck because of all the media. And I had no issue with that at all because I 100% understand. And so I missed a lot of messages and a lot of text and everything else. So I'm not sure exactly what transpired. And I don't know, give him my address. And so I texted her my address. I went into the local store, actually 2 of them, that was close to the location of where he was. And I grabbed a few things. I grabbed a package of socks, a package of underwear, some t-shirts, some arts and crafts stuff, because he does say he likes to draw and he wants to draw more. And I grabbed an Xbox card and some hats and gloves and just a couple of, pizza rolls, ramen noodles, tip anything what they were doing family-wise. And I dropped that stuff off, and I spent another hour there. I texted that I would be on shortly, but I had to make it home. Roads here aren't very good, and I hate driving on snow, so it took me about 40 minutes to get home, 45 minutes. And I got home, and I seen a ton of messages, and someone saying I was nothing but a fraud and a scammer. And so I jumped onto Heather's because I respect Heather, and I apologize for just jumping in and bombarding her live. But I do follow Heather, and I do respect her, and I know she has a lot of love and is involved in this case, along with many others. And so I feel very bad for just completely bombarding her live. But Dora, I was waiting on you, and then there was just so much, and then so for that I apologize. But if anybody does have any questions, I am more than willing to answer them. You guys want to do background checks on me? That's more than fine. But I am going to say I made a promise to that family that I will never disclose their names, location, or anything, and I will protect them till my last breath. And I will do that. And it's not anything against anybody else. Honestly, I feel they're scared. They're scared of the media. They're scared that they can't walk, that they may not be able to walk out of their house and not have a normal setting. They want to try and protect this boy and his mentality and try to have things as normal as possible. And I 100% support that. And I understand that could be a red flag. I understand that. There's locals. I don't know how, I mean, I have no problem, I guess, answering anything you guys want me to answer. There is a little bit more to it that I'm not willing to stay, but they don't want any part really in social media. I do have permission, and I do have text message permission that I am allowed to say what I have said. But that's all. And we did discuss what I was allowed to say and what I was not allowed to say. So if you guys have questions for me, feel free. If not, that's all I have. And as far as donations go, I don't know. I specifically said from the beginning, I do not want cash donations. If somebody wants to buy something and send it to my home, I have no problem dropping it off. If you guys want to do a Myers Walmart pickup, you can do it in Bentley's name. I had Allie. Did they allow that?
So what's really going on with the Jack's situation? Because I think that, from what I understand,
Go ahead. Sorry.
what I understand, that Jax is just trying to help also by getting him things.
Yes. And I know that there's confusion there because we've been trying to figure out between her and I, and with me not being allowed to have my phone, or respectfully me not bringing my phone into that home, it was hard for her and I to communicate. So I know that the world wanted to help, and I think that everyone just kind of like jumped in, and then like I said, we didn't have like a drop off set up yet for that specific minor.
Right.
So I'm
Wait a
not
minute.
sure.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, go ahead.
I was in a live before y'all got off of Jax's live earlier, and it was stated that you asked Jax what time did she want to go to drop this stuff off tonight, and she said it was a 2-hour drive, so it would be after 9 o'clock by the time y'all got there. Y'all were taking it directly to him.
Together.
Correct. And also with that statement, the other sentence with that statement, ma'am, was also make sure you double check with her, or can you check with her? And we also have text messages between Jax and I of, can you ask her this? Can you ask her that? And as I would get these replies, I did give those to Jax. And yes, that was stated in there because we thought at first that we could come back and deliver those items. But when she had asked her husband if it was okay if more than one person came, he said, I didn't even want anyone knowing where I was. I don't want anyone else knowing where we are, where we even live at.
Okay, and
And so
also
then
in
I
that,
asked her,
live,
hold on. So then I asked her, can you ask your husband if we can meet up tomorrow somewhere, and can you bring Bentley with you? And she has not replied yet to me, and I just hung up with Jax before I got on here, and I just discussed that with Jax. But what is your next question?
but it was also said that there would be pictures taken of him and the stuff that everybody got him.
Correct, but was
And
that
I
stated
wasn't.
from me? Was that stated
No, it
from
was stated
me?
from. It was stated from
Exactly.
Jax in her life.
That was not stated from me, ma'am.
And I think
So is that
Jeff
incorrect?
had some communication with someone and said everything was just on pause right now. And what's so sad is everybody has the best intentions.
Yes.
It's gotten out of hand.
And I
Yes,
don't
I
know
just
where things
think.
went wrong. Like I said, that was what my day consisted of. And then I
And I
got
know
on and
that.
the
I'm
whole
gonna
world was
say.
going crazy.
So I'm gonna say, like, based on what I'm hearing, I just don't think that, and I know a lot of people are in the chat. I don't think Jack should be belittled for it or get some heat because she wants to help. I think everybody's trying to help, and the family's kind of like, okay, I don't want a bunch of people here, but
Right.
I think if the family can agree to a meetup spot locally, um, where the things could be dropped off personally to them so that they have access to that to give it to him directly. And maybe Jax, because Jax is like me. I like to, if I'm doing something like that, I like to make sure my people know that it's going where it's going.
Yeah.
Um,
And Dora, that's why I did
Can I?
message you directly, and I did give you my phone number because there is a few other things that I do need to share with you directly that is pertaining to
Yep.
this.
Can I ask
All
a
I
question?
we
Yes,
appreciate
drama
you.
talk. Sorry,
Go ahead,
Allie.
finish talking.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, so my question is, who asked about the pictures with the stuff?
I don't know. I don't even know that I was in there when that statement was stated. I just know that
Okay.
that was stated.
That's
I specifically
clearly
did not
like,
say that.
that's 100% stepping over boundaries. I mean,
Absolutely.
that, and then everybody in the comments was like, no, we trust you, no, we trust you, no, we want to help, no, we want to help. Look, there's going to be haters, there's going to be people
yes,
that don't want to help, and that is fine, that is perfectly fine. You don't
absolutely.
have to help. The
And that's
fact
all
that
we were doing. That's it. That's all. That's why I
right,
called Jax, because everyone is here to help. Like I've been boots on the ground every freaking day
the
with
fact
everybody
that it
except for like
Okay.
three. I
matters
mean,
So
to
I'm going to
everybody
everybody
in
want to
the
has
say,
been
say,
here.
you'll never be able to make everybody happy. That's
exactly.
just a fact.
I'm going to,
So what
I'm going to just say
you're
this.
doing pure from your heart, you and Jackie.
Yes,
And I think
both
everyone
of
should be
them.
appreciative of you guys for what you are doing.
I'm
And
just going to
first, and
say
I
this,
just
and
want to
then I'm going
say
to,
this: the people who have created this, you should feel bad and you should stay out of the chats, because if ever you are monitored, every single word you say, I hope somebody catches you. When Jackie said, or whoever said, it doesn't matter, thank you for your donations, we'll try to get a picture. That was innocent. There was no ill
and
intention
that's
because
behind
where
I'll
those
be
sweet
so
honest
girls.
with
this,
you
hold
guys.
on, you guys, can I
I
say
don't
one
think that
thing?
anybody made any ill decision or any nobody meant
No,
any ill.
I
Jax did
think
not mean
personally,
ill. I
I think
contacted Jax to work with Jax. So nobody did anything. Nobody was
totally
even
innocent.
Yeah.
Hold
I
on.
mean, Dora,
yeah.
I'm gonna
I
be
was
honest with
there, and
you.
the
Can
way
I
you're
say
telling it
something?
is true.
Can I say
I'm gonna be
something? Please, just one thing. Okay, so Shimmering, nobody's coming after you, girl. You're fine. This has nothing to do with you.
I
And
was
I'm
talking
just
about my
gonna put this.
messages
No,
earlier.
you're fine.
Oh, okay.
So here's what I'm trying to say right now. All I know is that I heard a whole bunch of stuff earlier, and I wasn't there to actually hear the initial thing. What I am here to say right now, though, is Allie and Brinley, whatever you guys recorded and re listened to, and whatever, it has not happened. She didn't
I didn't
mean it
record
that way.
anything.
Okay.
I didn't
But
record
you
anything.
guys said that you
The
screen
same.
recorded her and you listened back to it, and this is what
No,
she
I
said.
didn't say that. I said Brinlyn said that she has it under
Shh.
recording. She went back and listened. If
I
you
did
listen to
go
what I
back and
said,
listen to it. I did go
Okay.
back and
that's
listen
all
to
I
it.
said.
Here's
And
what
she
I'm
said
going to
that
say.
we would get pictures with his stuff, with him and his stuff that everybody donated for,
Who
is
gives a
what was
shit?
said.
And that's my point. Who gives a shit?
Don't be the person that starts this stuff, because
I'm not,
Jax
and
and
that's what I'm
Shimmering,
trying to say right now. Who gives a shit what she said? She has not done it. She's not
She
going to put
knows
that
better
phone
than
in
that, guys.
jeopardy,
She knows
and
better than
she's
that.
not
She's not
going to
going to do
do
it.
anything.
That wasn't the
So,
point. I'm just
what the
saying a
point
fact of
is that it has been drugged through like 5 different lives today, and it all comes back to you guys' names. And I am not one to jump into this shit, and everybody who knows me knows this. But I am here to say right now that Jax is getting drugged, whether you mean her to or not, because of this, and it's coming back to you two's names in
if
every life
you
I have
listen.
been in.
Listen, okay. listen, if you go back and listen to the last 10 or 15 minutes of Trusted Vibe, I never, and I continuously said, hold on.
Can I just talk, everyone, please? We all are here for the same reason. Me and Allie have worked side by side a lot and talk every single day. Me and Allie, and I've talked to Jax, not as often as I talk to Allie by any means. I've only talked to Jax a couple times. Dora, I've reached out to you a couple times. I watch you religiously. I think you're amazing. And I knew that your heart would be right where mine was this morning. That is why I reached out to you.
And I agree. We're all in this, and everything that is happening right now is all with the best heart possible.
Right.
And that's all I'm trying to say is that enough is enough. No more saying about what Jax did and didn't say, because at this point, it doesn't fucking matter. She gets your point. It's done. It's over with.
Okay, well, can you be done talking, please, so she can continue? Thank you.
I've been talked over half of this damn live. I don't need you to tell me when I can and cannot
I just
talk.
don't want anyone fighting, guys. Please.
We're not fighting. I'm just let her speak.
I don't even have anything else to say unless anyone's got questions for me. I think Drama Talk wanted to ask me a question, or I don't know if she had another question or whatever.
I didn't have no more questions for you. I just wanted to say there's a lot going on. Everybody's emotions are all over the map. And if she said something that got heard a different way, I support her. Nobody's asking for cash. I mean, cash, I can understand someone got mad, but no pictures, no cash. They're doing what's best for this little boy. Can you imagine? Feel the feelings we're all feeling. Can you imagine being him?
Exactly.
And would it make that kid happy? His snake, some games, and food.
And honestly, and I seen a couple comments saying, way to insert myself. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have been best friends with a cousin of that horrible woman for 22 years. I did not come on here for fame or whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm on here to find for Becca and that baby.
1 second, Chef.
And then when Bentley came in, okay, and that's why I went there.
Please
My
don't
son
focus,
asked me-
Shimmering. Don't focus on the one negative. There's so many people saying positive. That one negative, talking about insert yourself, ignore them. Those are people who are bringing you down. I want us to focus on the good comments.
And if people want to donate, put it in Bentley's name at Walmart, right there in Cadillac. Do it for after 5 p.m. The husband is out of work after 5 p.m. Do it for 5
Guys,
after 5 p.m.
I gotta go. I was asked by I had 25 messages. I'm at my daughter's play rehearsal. I was asked, everyone's like, get in here, get in here, get in here. That's why I'm here. I respectfully love all of you guys. I can't do the drama. I don't want to do the drama. Again,
Right.
I'm here to support and I'm here to help. So do you guys need me for anything else?
No, honey.
Is there any clarification that you need on what was said this morning on the live? Other than that, I love you all.
No.
I mean it, but I can't do the drama. I'm sorry. I just can't.
You're amazing.
True crime.
So,
Can you send me that picture? I never got that.
Kristen, I'll touch base with you
Yes,
because,
I
like I
can.
said, I didn't even know any of this is going on, or happened today because I've been really sick today. So I've just been like,
Here, let me make, hold on. Let me make a clarification because people are saying cash apps were mentioned. No, individuals, we specifically said no cash, guys, and individuals in the chat said, I would like to cash app. So I volunteered my business cash app so that Jax didn't have a tax obligation on her hands. I ate the tax obligation so that those that asked for it could donate via cash app. So let me make that abundantly clear before once again we start spreading misinformation. Everybody in the chat was asking for the cash app, so I volunteered my business one so that I could eat the tax obligation, and nobody in their individual capacity had a tax obligation on their hands for those that absolutely wanted
Jessica, I'll bring
to
you right
donate
back up,
and
baby.
asked for it. Nobody has begged. Nobody has sat there and said, give us money, give us money, give us money.
They did this out of the kindness of their hearts. I was listening all day.
So I'm
And
gonna
even
say
Jax
this.
said she didn't want. Jax
Okay.
even said when her and I talked, she didn't want cash. Jax and I both said that when her and I talked. Jax
I
never
have to
wanted
go, guys.
money.
Like I said, I cannot. I cannot and will not do the drama, and I'm not going to sit up here and argue. I just saw that comment. Again, I love you all. Love you all. I mean it. I love everybody in the chat. I
Love you,
appreciate you
Kristen.
guys more than you'll ever know. But I can't, I will not participate in the drama. I just want to clarify what I was there for, and that's all that I am going to say about it. And I will be back when we are talking about the case. But I love you guys very much, and I hope that everything is okay between everybody.
Debbie
And I
Lou,
hope you
I'm
guys have
trying,
an
baby.
amazing
Love you.
evening. Love you guys.
You
Absolutely, we
can hear in
appreciate you. And
Jackie's
like I
voice.
said,
If you
No,
can't
I
hear it in Jackie's
can
voice,
anybody
there's a
hear me?
problem.
listen,
Jackie's sincere.
can I just speak for
Jackie
one
talk.
second?
Dora's
And
trying to talk.
in the 15 minutes I was with Trust, I repeatedly said I was not. This is not about bashing anybody. I wasn't bashing her. What I did was when I was found out at the end, because I did finally call Shimmering back, because I was busy on the phone. I didn't know what was going on. But when I did finally call her back, I was already on
Jax,
my
you're
way to
fine,
Walmart.
baby.
I was already on my way to go to Walmart, and all I did was ask them if we could set up something where there was just one name, a first name, for pickup, so that way Bentley and whoever he's with, we're not releasing names, could go there and pick up stuff, and that's all. And I did get confirmation back. I had to take a call just now that yes, that can be done, and I'm positive that Jax will meet up with Shimmering tomorrow. She already said that in the slide before she left with Trust. Do what you feel is best. Do I feel like, the situation was put out there and ran with it a little bit before we could, maybe set up something? Yes, but it doesn't matter. It was all for good intention. I wasn't saying at all that Jax did anything wrong.
Can I talk?
At all.
Go ahead, Jax, please.
I just put on my story for everybody that has donated to please call Walmart and cancel their orders. Anybody that donated on the CA will be reimbursed. I try to help that boy, and this is what the fuck happens, okay? This is why I'm telling people to cancel these orders, because I am not going to bring thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stuff and just drop it off to
Thank you,
anybody.
Karma.
I refuse to do that. And I refuse to waste people's time, their money, their heart, their soul, and everything into this. I'm not doing the fucking drama with anybody. Okay. And I'm not going to sit here and explain myself. I'm letting you guys know, because there's 1.4 people in here, that if you donated, to please call Walmart and please cancel your order, and you will not be charged. And I will make sure that any of cash donations that were sent, I promise they will be sent right back, because me and Kristen have been working on this together.
And that's what Wexford County just stated in one of their statements, from what I understand. I haven't checked it, but just to, you know, let's make it look like legal, if whatever, and put it in Bentley's name, and that way he can pick it up and not a big deal. And then it leaves everybody out of it to be blamed. There's no reason to be blamed. We're all trying to do the right thing for this child, but
Jax, come back,
it's
baby.
like wildfire.
Yeah, and I didn't know anything about any of this occurring, because there
I
is
didn't
no
either until an hour
donation.
ago.
To be honest, there is no donation stuff happening on my live. I don't want no parts of it.
No.
You know what I mean? And it's for my own purposes. And I agree that, sometimes it's overwhelming, right? I do think that Jax had the greatest intentions. And I think that, sometimes things can get misconstrued on this internet every day. People take what I say and they run with it. You're going to hear all kinds of bullshit. But personally, I can't say that I would not be just like Jax. Like, okay, you guys donated to this. I'll show a picture of me dropping the stuff off so that it went to where it's
Right.
supposed to go
Just like
to.
I said when I had the donations, the $70 for the pizza and the coffee and stuff, which I even had to go spend my own money again for the second day in a row, which is fine. I did that out of the kindness of my heart. But I sent them receipts, of all of the stuff. They were, and I still was attacked. That's why I tried to do it to where, hey, I don't want nobody to get in trouble. We're getting communication from Shimmering, from the family, and they're on the phone. It doesn't need to be that way. Nobody needs to be attacked. Nobody is in trouble. Nobody did anything wrong. it wasn't. I don't think it just wasn't thought through properly.
Dora,
So
All I said was what we had heard in the live. That's all I did. And I'm being attacked in the comments, and I'm not a bad person.
I
And
just
Dora,
want
you know I'm not a bad person.
I just wanted to come in here for Jax and hopefully Kristen to hear that I will respect your wishes and I will cancel my order. But I want you guys to hear from one of the people that donated that I by no means think that there was any ill intention, and I commend you for what you guys tried to do. That's all. I hope that they know that not everybody is against them and not everybody feels that way. I feel really bad for them because they worked really hard.
and we are not against her or anything. They're good people. They mean
Right,
well.
and I agree, and I think that I'm going to talk with Jax myself. I'm going to I'll call her after the live and talk with her, because I don't want this little boy being shysted out of help
Yep.
because of the internet.
Right.
That's
Right.
what
I
I
mean,
was going to say. And once again,
Um,
he gets hurt and did nothing wrong.
this baby,
I
you
wasn't the
really got to think
my thing of it
like,
is though, I wasn't the only one in that live that heard it.
you
I
know,
just, I will say this. I think that any kind of like discrepancy on it should have been handled off the app because there's so many people that made donations. I had nothing to do with organizing it. I was literally in the live just commenting and like trying to share the address and the time and the name and the Cash App, whatever, CA, sorry. Not a mod, not nothing. And I've had people messaging me, asking me if they should cancel their orders. So I really feel like whoever started all this should have definitely handled it off the app because there's so many people that hopefully they see her video and know to cancel. And
right,
now,
and I'm just going
Walmart
to
orders
say,
take 7 to 10 days for a refund. So,
yes, so I just want to
it's
say,
just sad.
I'll have a conversation with Jax myself. I'll talk with her. And I don't want people attacking her because Jax has the great intentions. I personally am not doing any type of donations or any of that. I would rather, other people, that kind of stuff, because for myself, it's just my own personal reasons because I've already been accused of all kinds of shit that never occurred. So I just want to make sure that Jax knows, but I don't want Jax to get attacked for anything. I think that she has wonderful intentions, and I think that that little boy, of course, needs help with clothing and things like that. He's not going to be able to get into that house. It's an open investigation. That could take 6 months. That could take a year. He's not going to be able to set foot onto the property to get any type of clothing or anything. And
Amen.
I stand with helping assist that little boy and making sure it's dropped off to him and his needs. I think that he's a victim of Courtney and Brad as well. He's 14 years old. At 14 years old, you really don't know, right? Like you don't. These guys have been groomed. These guys have been fucking manipulated. They have been just
And you guys
like
remember
mentally
rage,
put through
the
it.
rage that remember the rage fits he was having, during the protest that Courtney was mentioning. It's he's going through a lot, and everything means everything to this little boy, and everything. Nobody's bashing anybody. We just need to do it properly, and to make sure that it's the right way without all of this. And honestly, it wasn't to
And
bash anybody.
I'm gonna say right now, 100% that I trust Jax and Piper because I'm gonna tell you why. During this
Absolutely.
whole Rebecca, during this whole Rebecca thing, do you know who was willing to go out and search for me in different areas? Those two. Those two is the ones that went out for me when
She
I
has
asked
put her
them.
heart into this 100%. And that's the
She
only, I'm
absolutely
going to
has.
drop
And
here in just a second. I just wanted to come on here because I will stand up for Jax every single day. I'll stand up for Dora. I'll stand up for everybody who's worked hand in hand in this, throughout this whole thing. And I got, like I said, drug and system lives. I was told what happened, and I'm sorry if I came in here guns blazing, but when it comes to Jack, she just does not deserve to have her name said in any negative way possible. So that's all I'm going to say. I
I appreciate
apologize if
you,
I came
and
off rude to anyone,
I agree with you.
but I just wanted to come in here and put that down because everyone knows that when it comes to October Girl, she's usually drama free. She's usually, don't talk about each other. Let's say everybody be cool. But
yeah,
this struck a nerve with me because it is Jax, and I am very protective of her, and
Yeah.
I
I don't
apologize.
know who started it all.
So I'm gonna drop, guys, because I've got to go. I've got to get down
I
to the
gotta
feed
drop
store
too. I'm
before they
driving.
close. So I love you all, and everyone take care and have a wonderful afternoon. And
I
I'll try and get
appreciate
back
you.
on later. I
So
love you,
I'm
Dora.
just gonna say, love you too, darling. I'm just gonna say, Jax and Piper is they have been wonderful for me. They have been out there the day that Kimmy had said that she thought that Becca was in a swamp. Piper kept me posted. Piper was online with me in a private live to watch to see if we could come across things or if we came across anything. I trust them 100%, and they're local to that area. And if Jackson Piper's telling me they're willing to drop off something, you can guarantee that that's what's going to happen. I don't question them. I
Guaranteed.
don't any of that. And Jackson Piper, I absolutely adore both of those girls. And I don't want this to go south because of the internet, because things can be taken and miscommunicated a lot of times. Because something I may say, I'll be like, it comes out totally wrong and not what I'm trying to say or what you take from it. That's the problem. And that's what happens on here. I used to be, and Drama Talk knows this herself, I used to be on a whole nother side of Drama Talk, literally, where it was a fight every single day. I walked away from that because I just don't want it in my life. Um, I personally choose to not anymore. And I don't think that they had the best bad intentions of anything. I think that they 100% have the best intentions. And if they're saying, and I would be exactly like Piper and Jax and be like, okay, well, I want to physically take this shit myself because I don't want to put it in the hands of other people and then it get lost or it get taken somewhere else and we don't know where the hell it's going. I would be the same way. I would be
Exactly. It's a
100% the
lot of
same
money.
way. Right. And I would be that same way because I did it with Joseph Couch. I took food and stuff to the law enforcement that was searching for that guy. I went physically in person. I took pictures with the sheriff. I asked his permission. I dropped it off. I took photos of it being dropped off. So in that case, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like they have the best intentions, and I don't think that Jack should be getting dragged for anything at all, nor is Piper, nor anybody. I think that it's a miscommunication gone wrong. And of course, when we're on platforms, people are going to take sides. People are going to say other things, but I just don't think that the unnecessary drama causing a division during this time after everybody has worked equally together, it's not going to benefit anything in this case. I think that people should have conversations privately if they have questions and move forward.
I agree. And I just got to say, you guys, Jax is really tired. She was up all night. She has had really bad anxiety. She's had to double up on her depression medication. She's not doing great, you guys. I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? She might have put this together a little fast and in the wrong way, possibly. I didn't know anything about it happening, and I was in the middle of one of my lives. I don't have
Right.
anything to do with this. I didn't know it was going on. And then I heard it was going on, and I've been kind of in my own world today because I've not had a great day myself today. And just it's a lot for everybody, and I think everybody's emotions are really high, and I know her intentions were in the right spot, you guys. I know her personally.
her intentions are definitely in the right spot. And like Dora said, that is a lot of money to just be dropping off to anybody. And when people are trusting Jax to send these donations and get them to the proper place, I don't think she meant that she was going to take a picture with him per se, just that it
No,
was
I know
dropped
for
off
a
to the
fact.
proper place.
I know that for a fact she would not take a picture of that boy, and it may have sounded like that when
No,
it was
she
coming
would not.
out.
She would not.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why I asked because I heard her live and I heard what she said. And when I heard someone say that, I was like, where would that have got misconstrued at? That's
She
Yeah,
might
crazy.
have
because I
said
mean,
that she would
she
take a
might have
picture
said,
of
"Hey
where it
guys,"
was
for the people
dropped
that.
off, possibly.
Right,
Yeah,
maybe.
I feel bad. She really was trying today. It's a
I don't
shame.
know because I wasn't in there. I can't speak for her, and I haven't talked to her a whole lot today, you guys. Like I said, she's having a rough day, and she did put this together on no sleep. She just seen that this boy needed some help, and Jackie and me are, as soon as we know that he needs some help, what can we do? Where can we get it? Let's get it done, you know? And that's just the type
Yeah,
of people we are. We do not like to see anybody go without, and it could be an adult. It's not just children. We are very giving people, and we've been in a lot of traumatic situations that we don't want people to have to feel ways that we felt in situations. And I know she did not have any ill intention, you guys, but I did not
exactly
know
what
any of
either.
this was going on.
Yeah, I
And I
didn't
kind of
either.
stumbled into it, and I've been trying to call her and wondering why she's not calling me, and she finally answered me, and she was just so distraught, and she's like, I don't know what to do, and everybody's jumping on me, and you guys, it's the last thing she needs right now, please.
I do have a question because I wasn't alive with her when she started all this, and her main focus was on protecting that boy, so no one was going to know, and it was supposed to run through a third party so he could get this stuff. So I'm really concerned that people are spreading a lot of misinformation.
Well, it is the internet, and people take one word out of something and run with it, and that's just how it goes. And I know she meant well, but I love her dearly, and I wish she would have kind of thought this one through a little bit more. But again, like I said, we're all running on very little sleep, high emotions, just trying to get the boy what he needs. And and I don't want anybody to be detoured away from their donations to him.
Uh, I well, can Walmart that they ordered from not deliver them to where he's staying at, perhaps?
I think because they were a pickup, then there wouldn't have been any delivery fee. I'm not sure how all that works, you guys. I don't think
Yeah. Well, just tell
I don't
Jackie
like
that,
I said,
I support
I
her
don't know
and
how any of that works. I think she's just taking a breather a second. She's really
yeah.
overwhelmed, you guys. This is a lot
Well, tell her I
for
support her and
her.
she has all my love.
It backfired on her. So I'm trying to get through.
Well,
I'll
in
try
the
and get through to her
moment,
again, but I just couldn't let, you know.
also, and Piper, I'm going to call her here in a little bit.
She's on live. Do you
Okay.
guys know that she's on right now?
Yeah,
Ugh,
she's on
Is she?
live
I
right
didn't know.
now. She's
I thought she just cut off. She's probably trying to let people know she's feeling attacked and she's trying to defend herself, and she doesn't need to do that. We all know that we've all done this from the heart. I have not accepted anything, not a dime, not an oil change, not a donation, other than the hot chocolate and hand warmers and stuff that were brought to the protest. And I've already said anything that was left from that, the gloves and the socks and the hand
facts.
warmers could all go to the 14-year-old. So,
Facts, me either, and I won't. I done said I didn't personally
no,
do
me
it.
neither.
But I know Jackson, I think in the heat of the moment of things, her first thought was, okay,
And I think that's what it is too, because me and Jax discussed this, and this was something that we had discussed. And she was trying to get, and I feel bad because she was trying to get through to me, and I wish I would have answered her. I've had a lot of problems with my phone today. My phone was shut off for a minute. I don't know what's going on with it. It's whacked. It's out of keel. And I couldn't get to her, and she was trying to get the information from me, and I could have maybe talked her through this because she hasn't had as much sleep, and I kind of failed her in that department a little bit, I feel like, and I
Yeah,
feel
I
bad.
think that maybe in the heat of the moment, her false thought is, oh my God, we have a 14-year-old without anything. How can we help?
Yes, and what
I
he's going
understand
through on
that.
top of it, just making him happy in the moment, just a little bit of happiness in the moment that he has the
I'm
things
good.
that he
I'm
needs.
I'm good, Mercedes. I'm sorry, love. I've been sick all day. I
But
woke
I
up
just
sick,
needed
so
to say that. So,
Well, she's telling everybody to cancel their order from Walmart. And
because she doesn't want to be responsible
yeah,
for all that
yeah,
people won't allow. They want her to just drop it off to any, like, she doesn't know this person she's supposed to drop it off to. She doesn't know anything about them. She thought she was dropping it directly off to whoever had Bentley, and I think she just wants to make sure that it goes to the right person. And without knowing that, that's a lot of money just to take
yeah.
responsibility of, you guys.
Yeah, or have somebody to contact the cafe that was collecting for the adoptive
I think
parents. And
I do believe I heard somebody was trying to do that, but I don't know if anybody heard back from that cafe. And like Jackie said, it was a dire need, that he didn't have any socks, he didn't have any underwear, he didn't have anything that he needed. And she was just trying to get it to him and get it to him fastly. And it blew up bigger than it was supposed to be, because it was supposed to just be like donations of possible used clothes. Obviously, she didn't mean used underwear for whoever is getting that, but used clothes, used shoes, what we could get him for now to get him through. Like, he has nothing.
Yeah, not trying to ask people for money in that sense. But
No,
when
and
I was
and
in
that
the
wasn't.
live,
Yeah, I think it blew up really fast, and she didn't know how to react, and she didn't want to tell people they couldn't donate, and it just blew up so fast for her. And being tired, she's not thinking correctly. You guys, we can barely keep our heads straight. Like,
Well, shame on the person that did that to her. That's what I have to say.
an
so
advisor did
that's
reach out to the cafe while we were on Jack's live to set up a drop-off location. I believe Martha was in there too. So I'm not sure if that's still up and going, if anyone can get in contact with her.
okay. All right, guys, have a good night. I'm really just trying to take a break today, but I heard that, and I had to say something.
Drop off for her. So maybe, yeah, someone could reach out and
yeah, it's personally, I didn't know any of this was going on, and I was asked to go live to talk about something that needed to be cleared in the air about some things. At my first thought was it was going to be their court case, but I didn't know. So of course I came on to let people talk, and I don't want Jax to feel like she's attacked over here, because she's not going to be. I will have a conversation with Jax. I have her number. I can call her off alive and talk with her, but I just don't want a miscommunication between everybody and causing this big ruckus, getting 900 people riled up and thinking that, it's going to be a huge um, thing that shouldn't occur. Because at the end of the day, the boy has nothing. He was left with nothing. So, I think Jax's intentions is great, and I support Jax 100%.
yeah, and I didn't, and honestly, I was in her live, and I did, Dora, I swear, I, I will put my right hand on the Bible. I did not hear her say that she was going to take pictures of the minor child. She didn't say anything about the gifts. She said she would not live stream it at all.
Well, I sit with you, Dora. I support Jackie 100%.
Yeah, I was
So,
Anything
also
she
on
needs or
that.
anything, Dora, just let me know. I'll do whichever.
Me
so
too.
she did not say anything about that.
No, I was in there too. She was just
So,
trying to get that boy help. That's all she was trying to do.
Yeah.
yeah. So I will
Mhm.
put my right hand on the Bible and say it to the whole social
Yeah,
media.
babe.
Whenever you want to play this
Um,
video, Dora, let me know.
Hey,
you got a request, love. So moving on from all of that, guys, because I don't think we need any unnecessary,
Right.
things or anything like
hey,
that.
hush.
Yeah,
Allie,
Mafia, I know
mute.
you got a request, baby. I don't see a request for you.
Allie, mute.
Um, moving on from that, I appreciate all of you guys. I was just as blindsided. I don't know what's going on. But I do want Chastity to play the court case today because, as a lot of you guys know, Kimmy and Rich was released. And I am sickly and I woke up sick today, so I apologize if I'm hacking and coughing and all the things.
Dora, did you see Courtney in court today?
So Courtney was
I have not seen Courtney in court today. I missed all of that because I honestly was
She,
just took a break
Oh,
to
she
wind my
she
mind
was
down.
she's such
Dora.
a joke.
That's
She
what
She's
I'm
a
was
trying to
in
joke.
play
court.
for you guys right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do
she's
have the
gonna.
clip? Good. I was going to say Tekla had it too. I would have grabbed it for you. Good,
Yeah,
glad
I
you
she's
got it.
gonna. She's
I
gonna
just had
play
a
it for us.
question, Dora.
Yes, love.
How are you, my friends? The
This is
child,
this
we're
is my
talking about
girl.
the 14-year-old, right?
Yes.
Is there a way that you can call social services?
He's not with social services, baby. He's with family.
Right.
So he never went there.
No.
Okay.
No, no,
Okay.
no, no.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't
Right.
know.
She thought you thought that maybe he was with. Yeah, no, he's with family.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out
So
how we can.
I'm gonna have a conversation with Jax.
yeah, I think it would
Yeah.
be best handled off of here.
I agree.
Yep.
I
So to
muted some.
clarify,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're fine, honey. To clarify, this is Courtney. So she had to go back. They had to bring her back into court today because apparently her name was spelled wrong on the documents yesterday. And so that is technically why they were back in court. But as you will see, her attorney asked for a bond reduction so she could get out. So, but she does speak too. That's the greatest part about it. We did not see Rich or Kimmy in court. Their bond at some point in time from yesterday to today was lowered and they were bonded out. Period. That's all we know. All right, so here we go.
So this is Courtney. Did Brad go to court today?
No, Brad did not.
It was just for Courtney for the misspelling.
Yep. And it turned into other shit.
Miss Bartholomew, are you able? You'll have to slide. It's got a
Let me
slider.
mute.
Ms. Bartholomew, are you able to see and hear me? I can kind of see you. There's a thing in the middle of the screen, but yes, I can hear you. All right. Ma'am, I have you here for an amended complaint. Your complaint is amended to correct the spelling of your name. Your first name was spelled incorrectly yesterday, so it has been corrected to amend that. But I do have to go through the charges with you again. It is alleged that on or about November 3rd, 2025, in Antioch Township and Boone Township, that in count number 1, you committed the offense of homicide, murder in the first degree, premeditated. That is a felony punishable by punishable by life without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 2, it is alleged you committed the offense of homicide, felony murder. That is a felony punishable by life without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 3, it is alleged that you committed the offense of torture. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. A consecutive sentencing may be imposed if the assault happened in a place of confinement. In count number 4, it's alleged you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit torture. That is a felony of life or any term of years and a $10,000 fine, and consecutive sentencing may apply if it happened in a place of confinement. In count number 5, is alleged that you committed the offense of assault, a pregnant individual, intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. In count number 6, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit assault, pregnant individual, intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. In count number 7, it is alleged you committed the offense of unlawful imprisonment. That is a felony punishable by 15 years in prison and or a fine of $20,000. And in count number 3, it is alleged you committed the offense of dead bodies removing without medical examiner permission. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and or a fine of $5,000. Ms. Bartholomew, as I said before, those are the same charges you were arraigned on yesterday, but do you understand these charges and the potential penalties?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we will go ahead and continue the not guilty plea and the request for the appointment of an attorney, and we will set the matter for a probable cause conference. Mr. Hartel, anything for the record?
Your Honor, I knew there was a decision on bond just yesterday, but when I did meet with her earlier this morning, she did ask if we could address bond.
Ms. Carey, do you have any objection to that?
I do.
Mr. Hartel?
Thank you, Your Honor. I do, of course, realize and respect these type of allegations are not required to have a bond set. However, I would ask the court to consider one. She does have strong ties to the community. She has advised me she has various medical appointments coming up that require CAT scans, other important conditions that I won't go into too much for protection for medical reasons. I believe yesterday I failed to mention that she does have a minor child that she's the primary caregiver for. I believe a 14-year-old boy, if I recall correctly. She would like to get home to him and help take care of him and her other obligations. I again know these are very heinous allegations. I would ask the court to consider applying as many non-monetary bond conditions as possible, and perhaps even a high monetary bond. I realize she's extremely low income, and a high monetary bond would be very difficult for her to reach, but at least then it would be a possibility, because she does have friends and family in the community who might be able to pool resources. I would ask the court to consider it, even if on the high end. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Carey, you don't need to go into the facts of the case again, but do you have any comment regarding the request?
Just really briefly, Your Honor. No, the first thing I want to say is in looking at the complaint, I didn't notice it before. For the city township village, it says Antioch Township and Boone Township. The original said and or.
That's what I thought.
I would like to correct that. I don't know. Write it down, or maybe there's other typed signed one.
What we'll do is I will accept that as a verbal motion, and I'll grant the request to amend it to change it to and or, and I will make the change on my copy. Ms. Bartholomew, just understand that the venue is in Antioch Township and or Boone Township, just so you're aware of that.
Okay. A new amended.
You can send up a new amended one. We won't arraign her on that because I'll consider that done just now.
Thank you. And briefly on the bond issue, absolutely nothing has changed from yesterday to today. This, again, is as serious as it can be, and I believe the risk of flight, given these allegations, is just too high. And I would ask the court to continue the remand or holding her without bond. Thank you.
All right, thank you. The court agrees that there's been no change in circumstances. While I understand there are some health conditions and the concern for a minor child, the fact remains that Ms. Bartholomew is, I find, a flight risk and a threat to the community, so I will continue to hold her without bond. Anything else, counsel?
No.
No? All right.
Your Honor,
thank you, Jill. Mr. Hartel?
If it's only applicable to bond, I wouldn't be opposed to it, as long as it's not about the underlying case.
It's only about bond.
All right.
I am willing to work with the prosecutor also.
So I'm not going to get into
and also
that.
To have my jail sentence from this jail to my home where I would be monitored at your guys'.
That is something I have no control over. I am not most likely than not, I will not be your sentencing judge.
I just need to be able to take care of him. I'm the only one that has custody of him.
Ms. Bartholomew, I understand, but the fact is I've found that you are a threat and a flight risk, and I am not going to, at this point, I'm not authorizing a bond. Thank you, Jail.
Watch when she rolls away.
Thank you, Your Honor.
She's like, fuck. She's delusional, y'all. Delusional.
Fast
He was
as
gonna sentence her and send her home to serve out her sentence today.
fast as fuck, boy.
Crazy work.
She does not live in our reality.
No, not at all.
I know she damn lying talking about some I'll work with the prosecutors. The only thing you're good at working with is a knife, obviously.
Right.
They found you a threat to the community.
And I'm sorry, but Becca doesn't get
Stop
to
it.
go home.
Yeah, Becca didn't get to go home, did she? She didn't get to have a bed to lay in and raise her son, did she?
Right.
Becca doesn't get to be with her children.
Nope. Just she's sick. She's a sick individual.
And he straight told her, he straight up told her she wanted to wear an ankle monitor. You don't think she wouldn't cut that bitch off and run?
I don't like it.
Stop it.
Wobble wobble.
Right.
You don't think she wouldn't do that shit? If she's able to commit a murder, she's able to cut one of those off and run.
Absolutely.
Dora, the fact that she sat there with her face like that, like she really, I believe in her head, thinks she did nothing wrong. She's fucking psycho. I wouldn't even be able to lift my head up. Jesus Christ.
She literally, right, she was talking about some, obviously, and you, did you hear him that he would not be her sentencing judge?
Yeah, for sentencing, they go to a different circuit.
Right. And you know what's crazy is she may get one that absolutely will sentence her to 3 consecutive life sentences.
I hope he's as hard as this judge is.
Yep.
I hope that they put her in Gen Pop and let them ladies have it roll with her. She doesn't deserve medical or protective custody.
But I honestly think that she does get, I hope that they upgrade it to 2 murders.
So I went back and re-listened to Brad's today. He is also charged with premeditated slaughter.
Yes.
Yeah, I misunderstood that yesterday. I don't know if anybody heard that.
And did you hear him say that just then when you were listening to that, he said it happened in Antioch Township or Boone Township.
Yeah, they added that and or Boone. I did.
So did it happen somewhere else and she was placed in Boone?
I think that's what they're saying, like for real.
Cause what the fuck is Antioch Township? I've never, during this whole case, I've heard Boone Township.
They're all within Wexford. I know that. What was the other thing I picked up on? Shoot, hold on. Dang it. Get shit. I'll think of
And
it.
of course, the prosecutor said, The
I'm
prosecution was like, nothing has changed, which it hasn't, because I'm sure testing still has to come back. I'm curious. Boone is near Cadillac, right? But
I wonder if that's where they found the baby. If they found the baby
Thursday. I don't know.
in that other township.
So how they're charged with the felony of causing her to either have a stillbirth or a miscarriage, whatever, that carries a life sentence. So I think that technically is like the slaughter charge for the baby. It's just not worded that way. You know what I'm saying?
It
right,
is because the way
Uh,
Michigan works, they have to prove that the baby took its first breath for it to consider.
Okay.
But if they can prove that, or it stays that charge.
Okay. That's what I
yeah,
thought.
that's what I thought also. And that's why I thought to believe maybe the township for that reason also.
yeah, I'm just kind of curious, because the way that he said that, it now has me racking my brain on, was that how far away?
That's what we need to look up. We need to look up Antioch and Boone, see how far away they are. I didn't do that. I didn't have time today. And I'm cooking dinner, or I would.
Does anybody have a way to look at that? I don't have my iPad here with me, like near me,
Okay.
you know.
I can't even look it up right now because my comforters for my bed are a king and they don't fit in my darn washer. So I have to take them and drop them off to get clean. So I'm not even near my other device.
All right, hold on. I turned my dinner off. I'll go in here and look it up. Give me just a second.
Thanks, love.
No, you're fine. I was just.
Well, because now I'm real curious about that.
Yeah, I am too. All right, so we said Antioch. All right, let me.
Because I caught that, because he said it happened in Antioch Township or Boone Township. So there would have been two locations. So was she at one location and brought to another?
Okay, so here's Antioch Township. Let me get the directions. Antioch. Okay, here we go. Oh, that is not what I wanted.
Uh,
Okay. Boone. Is it Boone?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Because Courtney's address is technically Boone.
Okay, that's what I thought. So how far is? Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Southern. Hers would have been like, yeah, I would think that that would be, near Manton, maybe. Um, it's in Boone, yeah. Somebody saying it's like 9 minutes away from each other.
I would love to know what's around that location. I'm gonna have to look that up when I get home.
So would that have come in because they picked her up in Antioch Township and brought her to Boone Township? So that would be the charge based upon, um
I mean, I'm showing like it because we don't have exactly where they're, you know what I mean? We don't have the exact distances, but it can go anywhere from like 9 to 23 minutes. So I'm thinking,
That's about where Rich would live.
all right, starting, let's see.
Because Rich lives out like near 30th, right? If I remember correctly. I'm sorry my brain ain't working today, guys. Yes, Rich and Kimmy were released today. That is confirmed. Thank you, MC. Yeah, I thought Rich was about 20 minutes away, so that would technically put her right, DK.
So I guess it would depend on where at in Boone or in Antioch because we know
Because
where
that
they're talking about in Boone. You know what I mean?
right. I know that personally, Rich lives in Manton. So in Manton, if you believe it, it could be worded that way because they brought her from Manton to their house because they had to go and get her. So you think about that, they're going to charge them from the initial time that they picked her up because they purposely picked her up and brought her to Courtney's.
Yeah, that could be also because they don't really, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're right.
Because if you think about it, it's considered luring. And once they picked her up at Rich's, they brought her straight to Courtney's, which then they proceeded to do what they did. So I would think that they would be getting, they put that and or because they haven't quite figured out, did it start there and end at Courtney's? You know what I mean? Was she already being tortured from the car ride to Courtney's?
Right. That's true. I mean,
Because that's what I'm thinking that they're thinking, especially when they say and or, because she was picked up. She didn't walk there. She didn't go on her own. She was practically lured there. So did it start from the moment she got into the car and over to Courtney's?
right.
Because we know it occurred at Courtney's, but it could have started with just the simple fact that they knew they were going to do it from that moment they picked her up. That's why they got charged with that.
Yeah, because it was premeditated, and they knew, and they added that in there, premeditated and luring and holding her.
Yep.
Like that was already a premeditated thought what they were going to do. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
Yep. So that's what they're saying, and or because she was picked up and brought there.
Yeah.
Because if you listen to the prosecutor yesterday, the prosecutor actually says she was picked up and brought to Mrs. Bartholomew's.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to put a picture in, but I looked it up. Their house is like 3 miles away. It's just on the other side of the church. I don't know how to message any of you guys either, but I screenshotted it off of Google Maps.
Because she was found 3 miles behind
Yes,
the
it is
house.
just on the other side, like South
That's why.
1.5 road goes into Anatoch. It's just on the other side of the church.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's exactly why.
That's why, because her murder happened at Courtney's and she ended up in the woods 3 miles from the church. I mean, behind the house. So that would make sense.
So, also, thank you guys for everything. Y'all can drop me.
Thank
Okay,
you.
honey.
Perfect for me.
Thank you so much. Yep, I think that that's exactly what it is. That makes 100% sense because she was found on that. Now, I do know based on what Kristen has said and a couple other people have said too, this could become federal because it was on the Manistee National Forest, but they would have to prove she was murdered on Manistee before they would pick those charges up. So, and if she wasn't and she was already murdered at Courtney's, it won't be considered federal.
Yeah. I believe she was murdered in that house. I really do. They took too much stuff out of there.
Yep, I believe so too.
I'm
And I
like,
believe in my heart, um, you know, I believe.
Did you guys see the prosecutor's statement yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
no, I didn't.
She was forced in the vehicle by Courtney after being picked up, and Courtney and Brad took her to the woods, forced her to lay on the ground where they poked her and then cut. So I think it
Oh
happened
yeah.
out in those woods, and then they reloaded.
But see, I don't think the evidence is going to show that. I think Brad's full of shit.
I
I
agree. I
think
think once all the evidence comes back, it's going to change.
I think we're gonna see a lot more happen, but I believe and I hope that they swabbed her. I hope and pray that they swabbed her because I just have this gut feeling, and it's a bad gut feeling that he did something to her after.
Oh God, or
And I think I absolutely believe that I would not trust them motherfuckers. Not not one bit, not one bit. Um, I see that. I feel that. 100%. Because I
Once
think
they go
that
over
was.
her, let's pray she was able to get even one piece of skin under her nails or something.
right?
Well, did you see Brad's mugshot? Because he's got a big old bruise right there at the bottom of his neck.
Shit, Courtney probably beat the hell out of him.
Did you see that? No, it's right on his Adam's apple.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Has he been seen on any of the videos with the protesters?
Did you see the picture of him? Hold on. Let me see if I have it first. Look at the bottom right there. Let me shut these comments off for real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Oh wow, yeah, at the bottom of his neck. Wow.
Do you
Is it
see
a?
that?
Yeah, I can't. Is it like it's maybe a faint bruise? Maybe it's been healing.
Look at the bottom of his neck.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I wonder. That looks like a bruise that was pretty damn bad, and it's taken that long to like start healing.
Yeah, because it's not the hair patch. You could tell what's hair.
No, yeah, no, it's not definitely not that. Wow,
I was looking at that and I'm like,
that's the face of Ebola. Ugh. Yep, absolutely. Makes me sick.
yeah, it looks like a bruise to me. That's not a shadow, guys, because when they take that, it's white light, so it would have hit.
You know what? I can look up yesterday's court appearance on YT and see if I still see it.
Because see, it's there too in the picture.
Yeah. Ugh. Mm-mm-mm. Let me mute so I don't make a bunch of noise.
Do you?
What's up?
I got a screen capture of him, but you can't see it in that. And I was trying to look at Courtney's too, but you really can't.
Sorry, I got a call. How dare they? Um,
Does Courtney have a bruise on her nose? You're good, babe. I don't think she does. Hang on, guys. I can see. Oh. Um, I think Courtney's is a tattoo on the side of her neck. I think she has a tattoo right there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
in one of the pictures, I think when she was with the blue shirt with the holes in it on the shoulder, her face looked really bad. Like I thought her whole face was tattooed. Oh, I see it now. Is that a tattoo?
Yeah, that's a tattoo on her. Well, Kimmy was not released to adoptive family, no. She was released today, and so was Rich. How you can go from $1 million bond to 5,000, I'll never know.
I don't either.
Adoptive mom.
Adopted mom picked up Kimmy.
Oh, she did?
Oh,
Then she's probably going to
She's
keep her
not
with
there
her.
now. She's at the boyfriend's house with the grandma.
now who's her boyfriend?
It's that blind guy's brother.
Oh, I don't know.
Is his name Caleb or is Caleb the friend?
Caleb's the friend, Matt is
The
the
friend.
boyfriend.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I'm so
Yes, guys.
confused.
They
There's too
were
many
released
people.
today.
Dora, did you know what happened to her leg? Why she doesn't have it on?
Yes.
Okay. I was dying last night when I found out.
Yep.
It's in evidence. I can't.
Somebody said that, but I haven't. Did anybody catch? Did anybody catch when they were talking in court the other day? Her prior convictions.
Yes.
Did anybody catch all that?
Yep.
She had two prior lying to a police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her priors finally came out.
That's where I heard about her leg. She was beating Richard with it. Not Richard, I'm sorry.
Brad.
Brad, yeah.
That's what somebody said, but I really haven't even heard anything about that.
You know where I heard it? Ethan pulled it up last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, bluegrass. I did hear that as well.
Yes, exactly. It was a weapon. I can't.
She is something else, boy. Whoa. Yeah, she said, can I have, um, I need to raise my 14-year-old. Well, ma'am,
Yeah.
did you think about him at all?
Hello.
Hi.
So I wanted to bring up one of the things that Courtney said today in her rearrangement. She had said that she really needed to be there for the 14-year-old, and we
Yeah.
all know, yeah, she don't need to be there for the 14-year-old. He's better off literally anywhere else. However, if he knew anything or had any commentary whatsoever to the police, even if it was something minor, I bet you she wanted him in her possession so she could keep him
You
quiet.
read my mind.
Yep.
Read my mind, girl. I was going to say the same thing when you came in.
Yep. She wants to see what he knows, or yeah.
Yep. Or was he really awake and heard it and
Yep.
he was going to say something?
Yep.
She didn't
Also,
want
that bruise on the bottom of Brad's neck definitely looks like the bottom of a crutch.
What? Yeah.
I think that yes. Um, yes, guys, Courtney did have a rearrangement today because her name was spelled wrong on the docket. And she put in a complaint about that. And she put in the formal complaint because she wanted to be rearranged, thinking she was going to get on a house monitor.
You would think she had charges of just like writing a bad check or something, the way she acts.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
She was tripping, man. She was like,
Did you see what she said, Dora? When it was over, like, fuck. Like she was pissed.
oh, she was pissed yesterday too when he told her, "Can you play yesterday's, Chastity? Do you have it, babe?"
Yesterday's?
Yes, it's on my page if you
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah, I have it.
The full one.
Can I ask you a question, Dora?
Yeah, it's on my T, I
Yes.
think.
Well, is it okay if I ask a question?
Like, Tony, what happens to piston rings after 190,000?
I haven't been uploading them all, and I'll
Exactly.
be honest, today I slacked a little bit because I've just been having a lot of like shit going on, but I will get a bunch of yesterday's up and today's, so that way we have everybody's commentary from the arraignments and the release.
My dog, she's something else.
What are you doing to my niece?
Come and get her. She's pissed because she wants this Christmas sweater off. She's had her Christmas sweater on.
So take it off
Aww.
if she don't want it.
Come here, baby.
How dare you, Dora?
I bet she looks cute.
She's adorable.
She is a hot freaking mess.
They're not a hot mess.
Oh my God, yes she is. She is a little shit.
You better leave my niece alone.
Come
Is
here,
it,
baby.
is it okay, Dora, if I ask a question to you, please? Did you say yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you probably didn't see my question in the comments. I didn't really want to get in the box, but I was trying to ask. Can y'all please be rude to me in the comments? I would greatly appreciate it. But the question I wanted to ask, because I asked it in the comments and you didn't see the comment, but that's okay. Did Richard or did he not delete data out of that phone?
Well, that's what was alleged.
We don't know.
Does anybody in the boxes feel any type of way, like I do, that neither one should have been released?
Oh no, they shouldn't have been.
Absolutely. I agree.
Absolutely. Courtney alleged that he deleted it, but to be honest, I think Courtney did. I'm going to be very honest. I think Courtney did it and then dragged Kimmy into it, and then Kimmy didn't know what to do, and she didn't take it to the police station for a few hours, and that's where the tampering comes in.
Alright, Dora, I lied. I don't have it. I'm sorry. I thought I did.
Chastity, do you have a backup that you can go to my page? I posted the full her and Brad. She'll be the
yeah,
first video.
Yeah, I can put it up on the computer. Yeah. Hold on.
Because I was getting attacked in the comments about the question I asked you, Dora.
Well,
And
don't
Oh,
listen
I'm
to the
so sorry,
comments. You
honey.
feel the
Yeah,
free with
don't
Yeah,
even
everything
pay
don't.
you
attention
want.
to people. People are weird.
Dora, just so you know, I muted someone before when you guys were talking about Jax.
Oh,
So,
you're good, baby. You're good.
yeah, she was saying that she is a thief and a liar. So she got muted very quickly.
she's
Um,
going to turn
Oh
out on
my
replay.
god.
yeah, she
I
got
love
muted.
her.
Yeah.
And I think she's over in Nicole's live now. So,
Yes. Kimmy and Rich is out, guys. Yes.
And they shouldn't. And they shouldn't be.
All right, Dora, I got it. Here, let me get y'all set up.
Thank you so much, Tess. I appreciate you, love.
You're very welcome.
I just want people to see yesterday's arraignment, and then we'll replay today's arraignment again,
Yeah.
if Chas don't mind.
I apologize,
How
Dora. I
long do you
didn't
think it's
call
gonna
her
take for
father.
Kimmy to come back on live?
2 hours.
I
yeah.
didn't mean to call her father.
I'm surprised she ain't been on yet.
Somebody was saying she had men, but I didn't see her,
I would
so.
believe it. I would believe
Yeah.
it.
All right, here we go. Let me get. Um.
It's like a 20-minute clip, and Courtney's is last.
I didn't mean to cause all issues. So
Hey, K Snaps. Thank you, Kim.
Shit.
I'm just going to say one thing before you start this, Chess. There is no bullying in this room. You will get muted. Thank you.
Facts. Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
Device to take photographs or audio or video recording, broadcasting, or live streaming unless that use is specifically allowed by the judge presiding over the courtroom.
And can you show her when it gets to her?
Outside of the courtroom, in areas of the courthouse other than the courtrooms, no one may photograph, record, broadcast, or live stream an individual without that individual's express. Put the phone down. Are you listening to what I'm saying? What did I just say? So,
This
violations of
is
this
yesterday's arraignment.
the judge may confiscate the device for the remainder of the day or order that the phone be turned off and put away. Violations of this rule are punishable by appropriate sanctions, including up to contempt.
I guess it would help if I turn my camera on.
Yeah, if you fast forward it middle ways, then it'll get to Courtney.
You want me to go
Well,
to.
just go to Courtney, because I want you guys
Oh,
to be
okay.
able to see Courtney,
Okay.
and then we'll play Courtney's arraignment from
Oh,
today,
okay.
so that you guys can see both times she was pissed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, this.
Brad had zero reaction. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah. These poor people in there are gone. Oh,
There she is.
okay. All right. Here we go.
This was yesterday's arraignment.
Yep.
Person at the Wexford County Jail, please state your name for the record.
All right.
Courtney Marie Bartholomew. This is the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Courtney Marie Bartholomew, case number 254994FY. It is for an arraignment. Ms. Bartholomew, did you have the opportunity to meet with somebody from the defender's office either yesterday or today? I did.
Thank you, K-Snap.
Alleges that on or about November 3rd, 2025, in Antioch Township and or Boone Township in Wexford County, it is alleged in count number 1 that you committed the offense of homicide, murder in the first degree, premeditated upon Rebecca Park. That is a felony punishable by up to life without parole, and DNA be taken upon arrest. In count number 2, it is alleged that you committed the offense of homicide, felony murder upon Rebecca Park. That is a felony punishable by up to life without parole, and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 3, it is alleged that you committed the offense of torture. That is a felony punishable by up to life or any term of years, and consecutive sentencing may be imposed if it happened in the place of confinement. In count number 4, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit torture with Bradley Bartholomew. That is a felony punishable by up to life and or any term of years and or $10,000. And again, consecutive sentencing may be imposed if it happened in the place of confinement. In count number 5, it is alleged that you committed the offense of assault by an individual intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life and or any term of years. In count number 6, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit assault by an individual intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. In count number 7, it is alleged that you committed the offense of unlawful imprisonment.
It shows her in a second, guys.
15 years in prison and or a fine of $20,000. In count number 8, it is alleged that you committed the offense of dead bodies removing without medical examiner permission. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and or a fine of $500. Do you understand those charges and the potential penalties?
Yes, sir.
On felony complaints, you have certain rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can and will be used against you. You also have the right to be represented by an attorney during any questioning that you consent to and the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to be represented by an attorney, and if you could not afford one would be appointed to represent you at public expense, but you may be required to repay a portion of that expense. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Today, do you plan to hire an attorney, represent yourself, or request the appointment of an attorney? The court will make a referral to the public defender's office for the appointment of an attorney, will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, and will set the matter for a preliminary examination. That's a hearing that's held here in the district court within 21 days. At that hearing, the prosecution will be required to prove 2 things. 1, probable cause that these crimes had occurred, and 2, probable cause that you were the person who committed the offenses. If the prosecution is not able to do that, the case would be dismissed. But if they are able to do that, you'll be ordered to stand trial in circuit court. Prior to the preliminary examination will be the probable cause comments. That's where your attorney and the prosecutor will get together to see if there was a way to resolve the case short of going to trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You also have the right to have a bond set. Your bond is based upon the probability of you appearing in a future court appointment, the seriousness of the offense charged, and the threat that you pose to the public. Counsel, the praxis scores her at a risk level 2. The defendant's passed as shown in 15, the driving license suspended second, 18, driving license suspended, 19, allowing another person to operate in violation of the vehicle code, and 20, lying to a peace officer in a 1 to 4 year investigation, actually 2 convictions for that. In 05, the driving license suspended that was set aside. In 05, a financial transaction device fraud withdrawal 200 to 1,000 that was set aside. In 14, there was a driver license suspended set aside. In 18, false or forged ID set aside. On a local record not showing in the CCH, there's an 03 stray dog, and a licensed dog, 04 unlawful plate, 05 and 10 failed to report an accident. In 15, drive without a license, driver license expired. And 17, allowing unlicensed driver to operate. 19, allowing unlicensed driver to operate. And in 23, false report of a misdemeanor. Any comment regarding bond, Mr. Hertel?
Yes, Your Honor. We do realize these are very serious allegations. What she does, as the court did note, have a prior criminal history, nothing anywhere relatable to this. I would ask the court to factor that in when setting bond. I have had contact with her in the past. I did represent family members of hers. I won't go into too much detail about that. What I will say is, without giving the address on record, I am familiar that she does have strong ties to that area. She does have friends and family and support structure in the area. She also has a variety of disabilities that I won't go into too much detail just for respect of her. But she does have upcoming medical appointments, MRIs, CAT scans, things of that nature, just so the court is aware. I don't believe she's a flight risk, not only due to the fact of her ties to the community, but also due to her need to do those medical appointments. I do believe that she would obey any non-monetary bond conditions the court placed on her if the court has concern for public safety, which we don't doubt would be appropriate in this scenario. no contact with alleged co-conspirators, house arrest, things of that nature. I do realize the court's not required to set a monetary bond, but I would ask the court to consider it, including factoring in her disability, her low income, and the fact that her prior criminal history doesn't have these type of allegations in it. Thank you. Ms. Carey.
Thank you. Again, the people are going to request the court deny bond in this case pursuant to MCR 6.106B1, which allows the court to deny pretrial release to a defendant charged with murder. She is charged with murder. She's also charged with felony murder and 6 other counts, as the court read. I hate to repeat it, but to create a record in this case as well, I think no bond or being held without bond is appropriate. Again, this is a case of premeditated torture and murder. These two individuals created a plan, conducted research. Ms. Bartholomew brought Rebecca to their home. They forced her into another vehicle and took her into the woods, where they stabbed her, forced her to lie on the ground while they cut her baby out, and ultimately caused her death and the death of the baby. They then left Rebecca in the woods. This is, frankly, evil personified, and I would ask the court to hold her without bond.
The court does find, based on what's been presented to it today, the probable cause affidavit I've read and various search warrants I've read, the defendant is both a flight risk and a threat to the community, therefore she will be held without bond. I am going to order. No. I'm also going to order that the defendant not have any contact with Bradley Bartholomew, and I'm going to sua sponte go back and add that requirement to his bond conditions as well. Counsel, anything for the record?
No, sir, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you. All right, thank you, Wexford. I will hold off on calling the next cases to allow the courtroom to give things a
What? Have we been able to decipher what she was trying to say there?
She was trying to tell the sheriff, no, to not to come over there and take her back to her cell.
No, I mean when she was interrupting the judge.
Oh, she said, Your Honor, I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Said, no.
He's like, no, screw you. All right, and then you guys want me to play the other one again real quick?
Yeah, from today. I just have a quick question. Dora, isn't that the judge that she had before?
No, the
No.
attorney that she had before, the one representing her now, has been he has been Brad's attorney and hers in the past.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, let's see here. Let me get you all set up again.
And can he, like, if there is a trial, but that's not a conflict of interest?
Potentially, that could be. It could be that he was, but if he's not been closely to them and he represented them in the past, because he may be the only one there in that town, or they could be, it could be something like that. But they can request that it be. He won't be the trial judge, and he also probably won't be with her at trial either.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe somebody else.
I'm sure that her attorney will bring that up.
Yes. Now the one that Josh just played, y'all, is her arraignment yesterday. Today this one is from today.
Watch her at the end when she says, she'll say it.
Yes, and this time today, the reason why she had to be rearranged is because her name was spelled wrong and she complained about it. So, because he said, based on your complaint about your name being spelled wrong.
Hold on, give me a minute. I'll turn it up.
Can we also say how she was swinging her arms when the court was over with? Did you see that, Dora?
Yes.
I thought that was funny. I'm just gonna say that. She's like, can you see me? I'm over here.
Hold on.
All right. Have you here for an amended complaint? Your complaint is amended to correct the spelling of your name. Your first name was spelled incorrectly yesterday, so it has been corrected to amend that. But I do have to go through those charges with you again. It is alleged that on or about November 3rd, 2025, in Antioch Township and Boone Township, that in count number 1, you committed the offense of homicide, murder in the first degree, premeditated. That is a felony punishable by punishable by life without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 2, it is alleged you committed the offense of homicide, felony murder. That is a felony punishable by life without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 3, it is alleged that you committed the offense of torture. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. The consecutive sentencing may be imposed if the assault happened in a place of confinement. In count number 4, it's alleged you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit torture. That is a felony of life or any term of years and a $10,000 fine, and consecutive sentencing may apply if it happened in a place of confinement. In count number 5, is alleged that you committed the offense of assault, pregnant individual, intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. In count number 6, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit assault, pregnant individual, intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by punishable by life or any term of years. In count number 7, it is alleged you committed the offense of imprisonment. That is a felony punishable by 15 years in prison and or a fine of $20,000. And in count number 3, it is alleged you committed the offense of dead bodies removing without medical examiner permission. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and or a fine of $5,000. Ms. Bartholomew, as I said before, those are the same charges you were arraigned on yesterday, but do you understand these charges and the potential penalties?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we will go ahead and continue the not guilty plea and the request for the appointment of an attorney, and we will set the matter for a probable cause conference. Mr. Hartel, anything for the record?
Your Honor, I know there was a decision on bond just yesterday, but when I did meet with her earlier this morning, she did ask if we could address bond.
Ms. Carey, do you have any objection to that?
I do.
Mr. Hartel.
Thanks, Your Honor. I do, of course, realize and respect that these type of allegations are not required to have a bond set. However, I would ask the court to consider one. She does have strong ties to the community. She has advised me she has various medical appointments coming up that require CAT scans, other appointments, conditions that I won't go into too much for protection for medical reasons. I believe yesterday I failed to mention that she does have a minor child that she's I believe a 14-year-old boy. She would like to get home to him, help take care of him and her other obligations. I again know these are very heinous allegations. I would ask the court to consider applying as many non-monetary bond conditions as possible, and perhaps even a high monetary bond. I realize she's extremely low income, and a high monetary bond would be very difficult for her to reach. So at least then it would be a possibility. She does have friends and family in the community who might be able to pool resources. We ask the court to consider it, even if on the high end. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Carey, you don't need to go into the facts of the case again, but do you have any comment regarding the request?
That's really briefly, Your Honor. The first thing I want to say is in looking at the complaint, I didn't notice it before. For the city township village, it says Antioch Township and Boone Township. The original said and or.
That's what I thought.
I would like to correct that. Write it down, or maybe if it's other types.
So
one.
what we'll do is I will accept that as a verbal motion, and I'll grant the request to amend it to change it to and or, and I will make the change on my copy. Ms. Bartholomew, just understand that the venue is in Antioch Township and or Boone Township, just so you're aware of that.
Okay. A new amended.
You can send up a new amended one. We won't arraign her on that because I'll consider that done just now.
Thank you. And Briefly on the bond issue, absolutely nothing has changed from yesterday to today. This, again, is as serious as it can be, and I believe the risk of flight, given these allegations, is just too high. And I would ask the court to continue the remand or holding her without bond. Thank you.
All right, thank you. The court agrees that there's been no change in circumstances. While I understand there are some health conditions and the concern for a minor child, the fact remains that Ms. Bartholomew is, I find, a flight risk and a threat to the community, so I will continue to hold her without bond. Anything else, counsel?
No.
No, thank you.
All right.
Your Honor,
Thank
can
you,
I say something?
Mr. Hartel?
If it's only applicable to bond, I wouldn't be opposed to it, as long as it's not about the underlying case.
It's only about bond.
All right.
I am willing to work with the prosecutor also,
So I'm not going to get into
and
that.
also to have my jail sentence from this jail to my home where I would be monitored at your guys'.
That is something I have no control over. I am not most likely than not, I will not be your sentencing judge.
I just need to be able to take care of him. I'm the only one that has custody of him.
Ms. Bartholomew, I understand, but the fact is I've found that you are a threat and a flight risk, and I'm not going to, at this point, I'm not authorizing a bond. Thank you, jail.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're a delusion.
Did you see what she mumbled? She went, shit.
Yeah, the audacity.
Yeah.
Like, you really thought they was gonna let your ass out.
Right? I'll go serve my sentence at home. What is she talking
Right.
about? You
Like,
ain't
do
even
you
been a
think
trial
you're
yet.
right?
Is
Like,
she?
do you think you're special?
Listen,
Oh,
I
you
would have
bet.
totally, if I would have been in there, I would have just been like, are you okay?
Yeah. Right. Are you okay?
And
That's
does
all
she
I
think
have to
that she's going
say.
to get custody of that child? No.
Right. Like, even if he did let you out, what makes you think they're gonna let you anywhere near that baby? You know what I mean? Like,
No.
he's better off where he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he said to her, he said, I find that you are a threat to the community. Well, I mean, if you can unalive your own child and her unborn baby, that's not a threat to a community. Like, are you
Exactly.
good? Are you good? And when he said that, and he said, I find you a threat to the community, when she looked around and she saw the sheriff coming back, she's like, shit.
Yeah.
And the way,
Like, of course he's gonna find you a threat to the community. You unalived your daughter and her unborn baby.
exactly, facts.
Exactly.
And the
Are
way,
you all right? Like,
What makes anybody believe she wouldn't do that to him?
facts.
right.
And the way she shook her head, like, oh hell.
Mm-hmm. She's
And
sick.
the and when I tell you that whoever her attorney is, I feel for you, bro.
Yeah, really.
Cause
I'm wondering if that'll actually be her attorney, though. Just wondering.
did you even hear that woman? I fucking can't. She said her attorney said, he said, oh, well, I mean, I don't consider her a flight risk.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't consider, I think she'll work with, the prosecution to strictly abide by the conditions of the bond. Bullshit!
Yep.
Okay, dude.
I think the moment she gets out she's able to get out that door, she'll run.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't stupid. Shit.
Neither was that judge. He wouldn't boo-boo the fool.
Exactly. I
Facts.
truly think that B knows something, and she was tried to use her disability to get out, to get to him, so that he doesn't get comfortable and feel safe and start talking.
That's it.
Absolutely.
100%.
Oh, I'm sorry, Officer Doofy. I meant hop. Sorry. Not run. Sorry. Oh my God. I can't with these comments.
I have a feeling that they're going to turn on each other. Either she'll turn on him or he'll turn on her.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
he's already turned on her.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly. Or he would have never went out there with the police that night.
that's right.
Nah, he would have declined that shit.
And I'm still trying to figure out who's with me. I'm still trying to figure out where he went with the detectives that night. You know? Like, where did he really go?
He went to show them where she was.
Did he, like, how they're saying Annie talk? And how you say that? Annie talk?
Did he show him where she was, or did he show him where the baby was? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
Right.
because they had already found her at this point.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I wonder if he was trying to go, or went to the
I think
place.
he was showing the scenario of what they're saying happened.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what I thought, yeah.
And maybe even look for the baby, which scares me because where is the baby?
What about the other part of town? Like, is it Annie talk or whatever it's called? I wonder if
Yes.
he went there.
Well, it's right by there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's right by there, love. It's literally within distance.
9 minutes away from what I heard.
Absolutely, and I think that she thought for sure she was going to be able to get out under the stipulation that she had a disability or a defect.
There are
No,
people in jail with cancer. Like,
exactly.
girl, bye.
And she's had that, she ain't had that leg for over 10 years. She's fine.
She's fine. Yeah.
Y'all, whoever's gifting me, thank you. I mean, I appreciate you guys do not have to do that, but thank you to anybody and everybody that did it.
I told him the same thing.
That girl really thought she was about to do something.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. She did.
I can't get over the judge that said no, 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 no. I was like,
I know.
He was getting pissed because she was just like, I have a question. And he's like, absolutely not.
You don't talk over a judge, period.
Oh my God, that was the
Right?
best.
Like you interrupted him right in the middle. He was getting pissed.
Yep.
I couldn't help but laugh. I hope I ain't.
Can you imagine what the trial's going to be like with her? She is going not to want to keep
I
her
don't
fucking
think it's
mouth
going to
shut.
go to trial. Did anybody follow the Emmanuel story?
Yeah.
Okay. Look how quickly he confessed to doing that, so they didn't go to trial.
Right.
That's exactly what's going to happen here. Watch.
Well, Courtney, I think it will go to trial because she's going to be combative.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I think if anybody goes to trial, it will just be her, though.
Oh, yeah.
Brad's going to want to take a deal like,
Yeah, Brad can take a deal and he'll take serve 15 years and get out in 10.
She's
Right.
She's too narcissistic. She's gonna wanna think she's gonna have control over the trial.
Don't
And
he
be
have?
Exactly.
Don't he have life?
She thinks she's owed something.
Yeah.
Don't he have life over his head right now?
Yeah.
You know what she's going to do, right? And I'm going to call this. And I'm sorry I'm feeding my dogs, but I am going to call this. What she's going to do is say, well, Your Honor, how could I have committed felony?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
120%.
Yep.
She's gonna use that.
She's going to say, how could I have done it when I have one leg? It takes me a long time to even get in my vehicle.
So we got proof it don't.
Yep. Or temporarily insane. Yeah.
We got video proof it don't take you there 2 seconds to get down that driveway.
And I couldn't help hear y'all say that she was using her leg as a weapon.
She's going to come on there and she's going to say, Well, Your Honor, I couldn't have possibly did all this because, I can't stand too long. My legs hurt or, she's gonna absolutely
Yep.
bank on that fact.
Yep.
Y'all know what I think? I think that she secretly has a prosthetic up in that house
You
and
think
just
so?
pretends like she doesn't, to where it makes it portrayed as she's not capable of doing certain things, when in all reality, she absolutely is.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Good.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna call it. I think 100% that when they get to this and this starts going to where it needs to go, she's gonna say, "I have a disability. Here's my medical records."
Yeah.
And in a trial, they're gonna have to use the medical records, of course,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
to consider and factor in things. And she's gonna say, "I have medical records, Your Honor. I have, one leg. I can't possibly restrain somebody with one leg." That's
You
what she's
can't.
gonna say.
And no teeth. Okay.
She
That's
must thought she was
exactly.
coming home. She left her teeth at home.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
I
now all of a
can't.
sudden it's going to go from a defect to a disability real quick.
Oh, you know what? You know it.
She's gonna say that. That's coming. She's going to absolutely say that it was impossible for her to pull this off and restrain Rebecca because she can't even walk half the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think that Brad had help from someone else, because Rebecca didn't look like she was no weenie. You know what I mean? To where I feel like if it would have just been Brad, she would have been able to fight him off easier.
Well, she didn't have a leg to beat him. So,
I honestly believe in my heart she's gonna pull that, and that's
mhm.
gonna be her next. Well, I can't even hardly walk, so I didn't do this.
But didn't she go to that area with him?
Oh, absolutely, she did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what did you watch?
I'm sure. Sick. She was sick
I'm
individual.
sure Brad was just doing exactly what she told him to do.
Yep.
I have a question, Dora. Have y'all seen that picture that's on here that says family affair? And it's got all four of them in it?
Yeah, I saw it.
I about died when I saw that.
She's gonna absolutely use a disability real quick. And you know what else she's gonna do? In my opinion, she's gonna use the fact that she suffers from mental health.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And that's called meth, honey. So,
How much time bet she's gonna try to plead insanity?
And you want to bet that she won't get on that stand and blame it all on Brad? Watch.
oh
My
no.
opinion, I feel like she scored some rugs from inside before she went to court today, because she was over there looking like she was nodding out.
Could you possibly?
Because they
She
always
absolutely
say.
is. She
I'm sorry.
absolutely is going to say that Brad did it, and because they're going to be on trial together, so practically one's got to say something against the other.
Yeah, exactly. And they say that you can get rugs easier in jail than you can on the
Yeah.
street.
Absolutely.
And
And it's
she's going to say that Brad did it. Watch, she's going to say Brad did it all, and he pushed me or he did something to me and made me not available to help Becca. Watch.
I'm an
or he,
abused wife.
or he
Yep.
held or he held a pew pew to my head.
Yep. She's
Yep.
gonna do that so that because she's gonna use that because if she thinks 100% that she can get a lesser sentence and out of there by snitching on Brad, she's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's facts. Because they say they found a pew pew. Am I correct?
But the thing about it is, I think that Brad
I think so.
already, I think he already talked first before she had a chance, and she's going to be screwed.
I tell you what, I'd love to, man. If I wouldn't get in trouble and they'd land me in that jail,
Shit, part of me wants to just go commit a crime just to get locked up with her on purpose.
Where's wrong with you?
But
Not just
listen,
say that.
who said that?
Me? I
Hey,
sure did. Like,
hey,
just let me have 2 minutes with her. 2 freaking
hey,
minutes. That's all I need.
hey, I'll be your partner in crime. Just saying. Hey, so listen, if I was closer to y'all, I'll be your partner in crime. I'm just gonna say that. Just to get
All I
to
want is just 2 minutes without that monster. I don't even want to call her a woman because she ain't.
I'm gonna say 0.5 seconds. All I need. Shit.
She
I
is
don't call her a
wild.
mother either. I call her the sperm donor. She doesn't deserve that right to be called a mother.
Mm-mm.
She
You
is
know.
wild. She gonna do it to Brad. You watch. She gonna.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit on here and say anything about my personal life. But listen. You know. I don't have a mother. Right. Okay. So I call her my incubator.
Okay.
Just saying. So that's what Courtney is. She ain't no mom. She ain't no mother.
No.
She's an incubator. The fuck.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I think that she will absolutely try to play this on Brad, and she will try her best because she's her main focus right now is trying to get bond. And knowing what she's charged with, does she not comprehend the fact that you unalived a sweet 22-year-old girl and a newborn baby, an unborn baby?
Yeah.
Not only that, you unalived your own
Yeah, Mercedes, I'm good, love.
freshly child.
Yes,
Okay.
Kim and Rich was released today, guys. They were.
I don't get that.
You want to know her? You want to know what I think? What her motive was? Her infatuation with having babies. Just saying.
I think it was jealousy.
I
Yeah,
think it
that's
was
what they
jealousy.
say, right?
I
That
think it was jealousy because if we honestly go back and we listen to what Kimmy was saying, Kimmy said in that statement, her, uh, I know, stop. I know, apparently there's a girl named Whitty, and you have to understand, she's an alcoholic. She's very, I feel bad for her, to be honest. And she's over there claiming that I'm stealing money from Rebecca's case.
What?
Dear
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say this, Dora. You don't even
What
know
in the
me.
world?
You don't
People,
even know me, but I've been watching. I've been watching you for quite some time, Dora, on this app, and I will say, and I don't care who's watching on the outside, and I hope you are. I will say that Dora is not like that. I have seen from the outside, and I've seen from the inside. She is definitely not like that.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
she
I've
is.
known
She's not a
Dora,
bullshit.
what is it going to be, 3 years, Dora, from Joe Kachi case, Kochi,
Yes.
whatever his name. Okay. Everything that I donated, every dime, Dora was on the screen with the receipt of everything she bought. Her and her grandfather, she videoed them driving to drop the stuff off at the police station.
And I was
There's
live
pictures
at the
with them.
police station.
yeah, she was live there while she was. Yeah, I watched it too.
And
Crazy.
she took us shopping with her in Walmart.
Mm-hmm. People are
So
bored. People are crazy. They want to come up with their little conspiracy theories and all this shit. You know what? Take that shit somewhere else
they
because,
need a life is what they need.
yeah,
Hmm.
like us that know Dora and have been following Dora and have been watching Dora, we know like that's not true at all. So
No,
eat a
no.
big one.
What it is, they can't stand the real true Dora, and if they really truly knew
Right.
her or watched her, they would know the facts about Dora, like I
Mm-hmm.
do, like the rest of us do. You know.
Yep. All right,
Yeah.
loves. I'm about to get off here. My husband's home. He's looking at me like
Normally, I don't
I
give
got
two
four heads.
shits.
Um,
Okay. Get
Bye,
to
I've
your
been
Tess. Have a
wifely
good
so
night.
duties.
I've been in this phone for 3 weeks straight, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Get the fuck off."
It's
Hey, don't worry. My
been,
husband be looking at me the same way every time I'm on
Right.
live talking
you
about this
know,
case. He's like, "Are y'all
But
done yet?"
I
No,
love
we
you,
are not.
ladies.
good.
You all are awesome.
You know, Chastity,
And
it's been a month now, as of
I
today.
know. And he's been looking at me like, "What are you
Yes.
doing?"
I appreciate you.
I
That's
appreciate you, honey. Y'all need anything? I'm just a message away.
all right. Thank you.
You have
No
a good night,
problem.
Chastity. Nice talking to you, honey.
You too, loves.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Hi, my loves. Yeah.
Hi,
Ladies.
I've got a question.
Yeah, babe.
Could they have lowered their bond so they could be bonded out because of their safety in jail?
I will say that
That's a fair question. I think that, based upon, a lot of different things, they could have lowered their bond simply because they don't really have enough evidence against them
Right.
Right.
um, to convict them of this heinous crime. And I think that, Rich, he's a habitual offender. We all know this. Hold on. No, Grace. Hey, 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 hey. Sissy, come here, princess. You're just being a little shit.
Did you take her sweater off?
She's not letting me take it off. Do you hear her?
Now, the Grace.
Come here,
Don't
quick.
make Aunt Linny come over there and spank you.
She's just look. Tell her. You gonna fuss at her? Tell her. You want me to take your
Yeah.
sweater off, baby?
Take your sweater off and you'll be happy. Come on now.
Come here, princess. Let me get it off of you. I'll get it off, baby. It's okay. You're fine. Look, your brother's pissing you off. I know.
Oh, princess.
Oh my God, her brother pisses her off.
Did you let you take it off? See, now she's not barking.
Yeah, she's good now. She's fine.
Yeah.
We calming down. Your brother making you mad. I don't know.
Well, my thought was that maybe that they were worried about their safety now that Courtney was in jail, and maybe Courtney would order some kind of HIT on them while they were in jail.
Hmm. Yeah. Who knows? Like Dora said, they probably didn't have enough evidence on them.
Because I really believe that they held them, as long as they did, probably for their safety, and at least Kimmy's safety. And so I'm wondering if that's why they lowered the bond and let them bond out,
Hmm.
was for their safety to get away from that jail.
Yeah, I don't think that they kept them there for safety. I think that they charged them. Maybe Kimmy's is not so severe. Maybe it was the fact that Courtney blamed her for getting the phone, but reality, she didn't really have a whole lot to do with it. They can't convict her on based upon now. She'll have to go to court,
Right.
and it'll be up to her attorney to prove that or not. It will be up to her attorney based on her messages with Courtney.
Right. So I understand that, Matt. But I was just thinking that, with that bond being so high for Kimmy, I was just thinking that's, they kept her in there, for that reason.
Yeah, it's a good question, but I'm not real too sure why they would have lowered their bond, or they could have cooperated with detectives too.
Mm-hmm.
and they could have gave information and supplied, hey, this is where I got this information. Here's the text message from Courtney. Here's this. Anything like that could have potentially been done and it be shown, and that would be.
Yeah. I mean, who really knows if they were involved? Nobody
Right.
knows the truth, you know,
Well, nobody knows that to be an exact.
you know.
Nala Grace, I know you have not turned your food everywhere.
That's my girl.
My dog does that.
Okay, you have her bags packed? I'm coming to get her.
I know, and I'm gonna have to clean it up. I fed her because she eats her wet food. She has dry food out all day, but she likes her wet food in the evenings. And I just fed her, and she took that little bowl and dumped it everywhere. But I am gonna